live. Hello.
What's going on, everybody?
What is up, everybody?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We got the full. I learned that. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We are a lady and the gentleman. And as you can see, we have our favorite guys in his house tonight. That's a 1980s thing, the his house, right?
Okay.
So we have Uncommon Scentz in the house.
What's going on, y'all?
We have King Nappy, a.k.a. Mike, in the house. And we have Mr. ChiScents in the house, all the way from Chicago.
ChiScents.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
And, of course, you guys know me. I am Pam from the Pam Fam. Guys, we are so happy y'all chose to join us tonight as we present to you 5 of our favorite indie houses, and they just all happen to be black.
What?
For sure.
How did that happen?
We buy black around these parts. You know what I mean?
So, guys, let's see who we got up in the house. We have LaTanya Gibson.
Hey, LaTanya.
Hey, LaTanya.
All right. We got Miss Marilyn. Hey, Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn.
Marilyn in the house.
Yes. We've got the Olfactory Zone. Hey.
What's going on, Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
What's good with you, bro?
We've got
He cool people.
Mitch.
What's up, Rich Mitch?
I'm rich, Mitch.
He from across the pond, so like I don't know what time it is there. Yeah. So he hanging with us.
Yes. Marilyn said hey back to you. And let's see here. We've got Mighty Strong.
Hey, Mighty Strong.
Let's see here. Anyone else we've got in here that... Oh, look. Hey, Sapranetta, how you doing? Hey. We've also got... He's also across the pond.
All right.
Yes, we've got Filmy Zone.
What's going on, Filmy?
And Nadia. Hi, beautiful.
Hey, Nadia.
Hey. Let's see here. Oh, wow. We've got... I thought I saw Beauty Flash in here. There we go. Hey.
Hey, Beauty Flash.
Flash.
Yes. We've got Allison in the house.
Up, Allison.
Yes.
What's good? What's
yes.
good?
Allison.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
Full house.
Look who's here, y'all.
Yeah.
The superstar herself. Bam.
What's up, Tara?
Hey, Olfactify. What's up, lady?
Hi, Tara. Okay.
I love her videos. Her video camera quality is just superb.
Yes, it is. It is. Awesome videos. And we've got Inanimate Insanity Season 2. This is my second time seeing you. Hi.
What's going on? How you doing?
We've got Courtney in the house.
What's up, Courtney?
Yep, Courtney.
Oh, yay! Got your cupcake. Yes. Hey, Tosh.
What's up, Tosh?
Hey, Tosh.
Guys, Tosh and I were talking yesterday. As I was actually typing up the message to send to y'all yesterday, she sent me a message. Pam, you should do some collaborations with some guys. I was like, guess what I'm doing right now? Great minds think alike.
Great minds.
We in here.
Yes. We've got Marsha. Hi,
What's up, Marsha?
How you doing?
And we've got Leon Bennett.
What's going on, Leon Bennett?
Leon.
That's my bro right there.
All right. That's your brother?
Well, brother in spirit.
Oh, okay. We've also got our friend JC. Hi, JC.
What up, JC?
JC.
Here's Dawn. Hi, Bougie.
What's up, Dawn?
Oh, my goodness. This is awesome, guys. We've got 75 people in the house already. We've got Teresa. Yes. Hey, Teresa.
What's up, Teresa?
Teresa has an excellent nose. That's all I got to say. I got to put my wallet away when I'm talking to her. All right. So you said, did you guys hear the news on why police officers have been charged with the murder? No, I stay away from the news all day today. I wanted to keep my zen in one place.
I find myself doing that. I legit am so unplugged. I had to have one of my friends explain something that was going on in the news, and I've just been so disconnected from it. It's the best thing, I feel, especially for me. I
had to disconnect for a little bit myself. It was just too heavy, Yeah. We've got Bel Air Scentz in the house.
What up, Bel Air? That's Vic. What's going on, Vic?
Okay, Marilyn says that your chat live is not giving you numbers, Mike. You have 0 numbers. So we need to figure out what's wrong with that, because it should be, make sure that you're, everybody's checked on, so it should have your numbers.
Yeah.
Hey, Cassandra!
Hey, Cassandra.
A sophisticated lady in the house.
What's going on, Miss Sophisticated?
Yes. I am so thankful. I think we got everybody, guys. Yes.
Yeah.
They're just saying hi to everybody else. Thank you so much.
Shout out.
Nice to have you all here.
Yep.
So, Chai, I think you're new to a lot of folks in here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Again, from Chicago, like Uncommon. Let's see. I've been in the fragrance. I guess I've been into fragrances for a long time. I've been actually collecting for, I would say, about 8 years.
Okay.
So I think at the highest I've had close to 500 fragrances. I think I'm close to there now. So my wife might have a problem with that. But I've just been collecting, been in the fragrance scene for a while. Honestly, the person that really got me into doing YouTube was Amina. We had a conversation.
Awesome.
Yep, we had a conversation on Instagram, and she said you have to do it. So I was like, okay.
Sounds like Amina.
If Amina speak, you got to do it.
Oh yeah, I had to. She was like, if I don't see you on there, so December 1st was my first video.
Guys, go watch his video. His videos, he has a lot. I was binge watching when I first saw him. It was on Lulu's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I started binge watching, and I'm like, okay. And I had like this huge notebook. So I just chucked the notebook and I just started opening up cards. And I'm like, nah, I can't. Nope.
He has an amazing collection. I'm going to tell y'all this. He has, again, I don't know what it is with Amina, Fragrance Journey, aka Robert, and ChiScents. They be like coming for my crown. So like when I'm around them, I have a hard time claiming uncommon sense because he come with stuff you ain't never heard of.
Never heard of.
Wow.
Like never ever.
Yes.
So he has an amazing collection. I
Yes.
binge watch his videos as well. So you guys check him out. Check him out.
Please do.
Thank you.
We've also got, I saw Ruth gifted hands. I
What's
think
up,
I
Ruth?
saw her. Hey, Ruth. Yes.
What's up,
And
Ruth?
so some of you may or may not know Mike, who is aka King Nappy, aka Naps and Nurture, okay? Because he took a little hiatus earlier this year to get his mind cleared and to prepare for the arrival of his beautiful girls, his twin girls. Yes. So, Mike, if you wouldn't mind sharing, because maybe some folks don't know you.
My name is Mike, aka King Nappy. My channel is Naps and Nurture, NAPPS ANDNURTURE. Head on over and subscribe. My channel was originally a vegan channel. I did a lot of recipes. I did a lot of movie reviews, game reviews, and I even started a podcast on my channel. I got into the fragrance community last year around August. I've always been into fragrances, but to hit it as hard as I did last year, meeting one of the people that I met and like instantly connected with was Uncommon Sense and Cedric from Reviews from the Six.
Yep.
Okay.
Met up with them, loved them. That's how I met Dr. Rose, and from Rose, that's how I met Pam Fam, and it's just been growing. It's a dope community. It's one of the most interactive community and hands-on communities that I've ever been a part of. Mm-hmm. And I can honestly say that this community has blessed me and my wife and my children personally. Mm-hmm. I've had people who just simply gave to us. Perfumes with Pat, lovely person, beautiful personality. And she just gave to us, you know what I mean? Had a raffle going and she saw me and my wife entered. And people just blessed us. This community is dope, and I'm definitely proud to be a part of it.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, well, don't forget to tell the folks that you recently hit 1K, because that recently happened
Nice.
You did a short video, like that's the shortest 1K video I've seen.
Because people like they be dragging it out. It's just like, just get to it, you know.
Yeah, stop talking about me, please. Thank you very much. So we got our family in the house, guys. Jay's in the house.
What's up, Jay Holloway?
What up, Jay?
And we've also got Jordan Anderson. She popped up in the house.
Hey,
Hi, Jordan. And I think that is everyone else that we caught. I think we're caught up now. Oh, look who's here.
Curtis. What's going on, Devon Curtis?
Yes, Yvonne, yes. Okay, so guys, we are excited again. We are a lady and the gentleman. And what I need for you guys to do, the guys introduce themselves. If you don't know who Uncommon Sense is, he's about to let you know who he's about.
What's going on, y'all? I am Uncommon Sense, a.k.a. Dre, a.k.a. the homie from around the way. I do some of everything on my channel now. I started with fragrance, and of course, a part of my channel is going to be fashion, style, mental health, and well-being. And of course, we try to keep our skin together too, so I do some of all of that. And if you guys are into that type of content, you can check out Uncommon Sense, and I'm certain you'll find you something that you absolutely love. Yes. I've been doing YouTube quote unquote seriously for about 2.5 years now, and again, like Mike said, it's when it happens, you know what I mean? Like, it happened so quick. It happened in less than a year roughly, and I got connected to some of the most endearing and original people that I've ever met. Like, everybody that I've met in the fragrance and YouTube community has been a treasure to my heart, and I'm just very thankful to be connected to each and every one of y'all. So I am thankful for you guys watching, commenting, and all of those beautiful things, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without you guys. So I'm just very, very grateful to have you all here and all the support you give to all of us, to quite honest. So, and of course, I'm gonna do a fragrance review. Fragrances is like one of my first loves, right along with fashion. So that's that. And I see Nika Marks in the chat. What's up, Nika?
Hey, hey sis. My guy, and he said stuff. Yes, guys, I know he mentioned fashion and he just kind of lets it roll off his tongue, right? But he's seriously a designer.
Yes, I am a designer.
So he is.
Thank you for refocusing on that. Thank you, Pam. Hold me accountable.
He's like, oh yeah, fashion, blah, blah, blah. No,
trying to be modest.
He's a designer for real. Textiles. He is a designer.
Little bit of something over here.
Likes to just, I like to mix a little bit of oil and a little bit of cream and stuff. No, Erica does skin and lotions, and Mike does tea. And he's in the process of getting his fragrance off the ground. Not tea, coffee. Yes. Coffee.
Very nice.
He loves coffee over here. Okay. And of course, Dre designs clothing and shoes.
Yes.
So, and just in case y'all didn't know, we found out tonight. So I'm gonna put him on the spot. Chai does workouts.
Yes. He's making us all look bad.
We're like, okay.
I was just finishing up dinner before the chat, but ChiScents was at the gym being responsible, so
Yeah. And we got my beautiful friend Carolyn is also in the house. Hey, Carolyn.
What's going on, Carolyn?
What's up, Carolyn?
Yes.
That name sounds
so,
familiar.
Guys, let's get started. We have each 5 fragrances. I have mostly samples because I literally just started delving in. I think Nap has some samples as well, and so does Uncommon Sense. And of course, Chai has bottles. Just saying.
Many bottles.
So we're going to start with Uncommon, and we're going to move over to Chai, then myself, and then with Nappy. So we'll start with you. Hey, Nina.
Okay. What's going on, Nina? All right, so this is a legitimate sample, but some of everybody has either talked about it, and even Amina has had this perfumer on, and this is Oswald Perret, and this is Vetu de Vert.
Ah, okay.
You don't want to focus because I see my face in the background. But Vetu de Vert. Again, I've been holding off on doing these so you guys get a chance to experience it right along with me. I've been hearing a lot of great things about this, chiefly from Equality Fragrances. All right, let's see what we get. It's a vetiver-based fragrance. So,
is it Vetu de Vert?
Vetu, so Vetu, Vetu, Devert.
Yep. I maybe mispronounced it, but what I get from is Vetu de Vert.
Yeah, I have it.
It's really green.
Okay.
It's a little herbal, and it's earthy too. So, individuals who do not like vetiver or earthy scents, this probably wouldn't be your jam. But
I love vetiver.
This feels like this is a fragrance that is ready for like right now, like springtime. The big thaw is happening, and I would really rock this springtime all the way. Maybe not necessarily summer because the earthiness mixed with summer heat. I know how musk kind of comes up off of my skin, so I wouldn't want to do that in the summertime.
Do you get like a Rudy vibe?
Okay.
It smells very Rudy.
Yeah, it smells like smells like if you've ever had
like root, like a salva, like that.
Like beet juice, or if you have like a plant that's actually planted in dirt. Is what it smells like. You took it out of the dirt, and that's what you get at first. But then it starts to get a little bit better as it dries down. So
yeah, it definitely has like some lemon-ish, or it is very strong Maryland Cape Heart. It has a lemony type of undertone to it that kind of comes shortly after that rooty, earthy, and then it's like it's transitioning fairly quickly. Like, so this is one that I am going to enjoy for the springtime, and more than likely I will full bottle this one for sure because I'm crazy about Vetu just like I am about mint.
Yeah.
And Tara, no, I'm not hiding it. It's over here. I literally just got back in town last night. I have not unpacked any of my bags. So the other one is underneath that one. You just can't see it.
The nice part about that fragrance too is that it is, I believe it's $80 right now. And it's by Mr. Oz, who is also a YouTuber as well. And it's Motif Olfactive.
Yes, that's the house.
Right now he has it discounted, so you're getting like the old bottle version.
That bottle is nice too, though.
Yeah, the bottle is very, very nice. Yes.
Now, where did you purchase this? You said
I got these samples from. I got the samples that I have from American Perfumer. Let me see. So I got the samples from AmericanPerfumer.com because I ordered quite a few of them from the house of Motif Olfactive. So I did them all in one while.
Okay.
If you purchase, I believe it's if you purchase a fragrance or two from him, he sent me the full house samples, like samples of everything. Yeah.
That's because you the boss man. He knew he had to bring it for you.
No, I think I ended up purchasing a couple. Actually, I purchased 3. So that's probably why.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Tosh has a question. She's asking, silly question. No such thing as a silly question, Tosh. What makes a fragrance indie?
That's a
you guys want to answer?
No, you answer.
All right. Well, in my opinion, what makes a fragrance indie? An indie fragrance house is going to be a house that does not have the backing of a corporation. Like Yves Saint Laurent, they have the backing of their fashion house to help, quote unquote, push the fragrance or diversify the fragrance. Indie perfumer is going to be someone much like Mike, who is getting ready to have his own fragrance line. He's going to be an indie perfumer until he gets into syndication and starts inking global deals and teaming up with various individuals to get that distribution out there. Another example of an indie perfumer will be Genre Parfums, Devin Bro.
Okay.
Who else? I would classify Dua as well as indie perfume house.
What about Ganache?
Ganache, yes. Jared Covarrubias at Ganache, he's indie as well.
Okay.
Yep.
So in my mindset, when I think indie, again, the backing, the financial backing.
Yep.
One person I would definitely is my favorite right now, and that's Maison de Darius.
Yes.
Yep.
Maison de Darius. I would consider Pink Mahogany. I would consider Maya Anjai. I would consider even the gentleman Savoir Faire, Chris Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think those guys, even though they may have a little bit of, some people may have a little bit of backing behind them, if they're not on a large scale store or a huge distributor and they are literally hand jamming everything, I consider those guys indie.
Same thing like Chad Bilsma from Aja Curel. He would be indie as well. Tara has an amazing definition.
Yes.
Legitimate. Most indie houses, the owner is also the perfumer, and in most cases, the only employee, or there might be a very small team if the indie brand becomes successful. Perfect.
And that would be just like Motif Olfactive.
Yep.
So, yep.
What's going on, D'Angelo? We see you just crept in the chat. How are you?
I know. He's gonna have a channel soon. We were talking.
Again, like we've been talking about that. Him and Abraham Johnson, who I'm sure will probably pop up later. Both of them need to get on in there and do it. But we'll be patient and welcoming when you guys come on in.
That's right. That's right. All right, so it's on me, right?
Yes,
sir.
All right. So since you decided to go with Motif Olfactive, I think I'm going to do the same thing. So I decided on doing Nectar Boise.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I like that bottle.
Beautiful bottle.
This is a gorgeous bottle. So this is one of the newer bottles. I believe I did a video and have this in it. But Nectar Boise has the notes of fruits, cardamom, galbanum, vetiver, sandalwood, cedar, labdanum, vanilla, tulu balsam, and patchouli. So with all of those notes and saying that, what does it actually smell like?
Mm-hmm.
It has this honey note that's up top that's very beautiful. So
love honey in the fragrance.
When you smell this for the first time, it smells very sweet. It smells like nectar. It smells like all of these beautiful sweet fruits that you would just like it makes you want to eat mango. It makes you want to eat something sweet. As it dries down, because it takes a while for it to dry down, but it's very, very beautiful. I see Rob just joined. Hey, Rob.
What's going on, Rob?
Good with you.
This fragrance is absolutely beautiful. It's probably one of my favorites. Again, from Mr. Oz, Motif Olfactive. I believe this is like 110. Mm-hmm. So for a 50 ml that's extrait de parfum, that's like, this thing lasts, projects. I literally have to do 2 sprays only.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it's projecting. Okay. I don't want to spray it because I'm actually going to visit my stepmom tonight and she hates fragrances.
Okay.
Oh.
So I have to make sure to not spray any of these on me. And honestly, you can smell this from the bottle. If I sprayed this, I could put my arm out like really far and I could smell it.
Wow.
And we're talking like a good, I get about a good 10 to 12 hours of longevity as well.
Nice.
So that is a long, so basically those of us that are oversprayers.
Yes, this is unisex.
You need to put a warning on the bottle.
This is actually very sexy on a woman too, as well as a man. It's literally like right down the middle, very unisex. That honey note is everything.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So that's Nectar Boise.
All right.
Courtney says, I think we're all bunched in Pam's live.
Listen, it looks like it.
Well, feel free to do some relocating if need be, but
guys,
always.
Make sure you go over to everyone's channel. I tried to put the links in the bottom, but all you have to do really is type their name in a search bar and they'll pop right up. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. And definitely, you can hang out there for a few minutes so that they can get the quality time that they need. So we've got some new comments. Anisia
he asked if it was mono Oasis. No, Rob, it was Nectar Boise.
Nectar Boise. Is that Boise?
Yes. Boise. Well, Boise, yes.
Okay.
That bottle is dope.
Yeah, I really like the bottle. You know, some people say that they buy fragrances for bottles, and I'm finding myself trying to cloy myself away from certain things because you buy a fragrance and you don't like the smell. Or it's not a love, not you don't like it, and then but just the bottle, you know.
That's part of the. To me, that's part of the allure. Like, if the fragrance is okay, but the bottle's nice, you got
it. yes. That's kind of hard.
You get some guys that put too much work into the bottle and not enough work into the fragrance.
And see, that's what we have.
And then the cost. So we're paying for
the bottle.
Actually end up paying for the cost of the packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have my first one. I'm looking at these because I literally fell hard for this brand. And it's funny because after the first night that I did this brand, I was kind of like, well, you know, they're okay and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what makes a difference with me. Customer service makes a difference. Mm-hmm. So I reviewed Maya Njai last Friday. Initial impressions. Maya Njai was on my chat on Instagram, as well as the lady from Muse who owns Muse Experiences, right? And that's something that you don't you don't get anymore. People act like, you know, you're lucky to even smell their stuff.
Yeah. Right. For sure.
And she responds, and that meant a lot to me. But what meant a whole much more, of course, is when the man of the house, Nathan, told me I smelled good, because he was like sniffing on my arm, and the arm he was sniffing on, the one fragrance that stood out was Lefleur by Maya Angelou. Guys, this is such a pretty scent. It's floral, right? That's what you would think, Lefleur, but it's actually more woody heavy. It's a little fruit. I like fruity and sweet, citrusy, musky, spicy, and powdery. The way this is blended, guys, it only has 15 votes on Fragrantica, and it has over 4, like 4.13. So for such a little bit of people talking about this fragrance, right?
And it's hard to get a 4 on Fragrantica.
Huh?
It's hard to get a 4 on Fragrantica.
Yeah.
That shows you it's onto something.
Huh?
That shows you it's onto something, because if everybody is like in the same vein of saying I rated a 4+, it's consistent.
Yeah.
What's the longevity on it?
The longevity on it. So after I was done with the live, I went and I was like hanging out and whatnot, and I taped. So, and I was there for like 3.5, 4 hours, and then I was just hanging out watching TV because my husband was getting ready to fly out the next day. So I would say at least 6 hours I got on my skin, but that's because I was dry. I wasn't working out. I wasn't outside or anything like that. I was inside an air-conditioned house. So I think that during the summer, it's going to become more of a skin scent faster, but it's not unpleasant. It makes you want, you know, those scents where you want to keep sticking your face in your skin. I get that, but it didn't disperse and it didn't turn. It didn't get sour. It stayed right there. It's a beautifully blended fragrance to the point where I will say, when you look at the name, it says Lefleur. When you spray it on your skin, it says Lefleur. When you look at the notes, you're like, where are the flowers? Right? Where are the flowers? It just has a genuinely different vibe. I envision myself walking through the airport with maybe, Louis Vuitton luggage. I wouldn't walk through the airport with that. But, you know, just like some bougie stuff, like Hermes, yes. Right? Where I walk past someone, is that how you say that, Hermes? Yeah, I think so. So you walk past someone and they don't know what they're smelling, but they just smell good. You're wearing a jeans with a crisp white shirt, pop your collar or not, wear a nice, you know, scarf. I'm getting this.
Okay.
I am getting this. I just like, it has like almost like some sort of sugary note, but I don't know what that is because I don't see, like, you know how Tiziana Torrens say sugar? I don't see that, and I just smell it on my skin. It has like a nice sweet, it's beautiful, guys, and that's Lefleur. Okay.
Would you say that it is, would you say it is unisex?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that I think that a lot of people the people who recommended this house, because I didn't know nothing about her, I saw Amina's, she was still in Europe. Yeah. And I was watching her video, and she was talking about Maya Angelou. You know how she used to do her head looking up at her wall in her room? Yeah. You know, and I think she squirted, and I think it went in her eye.
Oh, my God.
You know, but the funny thing about it is that when she was talking about this fragrance and when she talked about the developer, you know, her backstory and stuff, when you look at the card, which I had the card in here, when you look at her card and stuff, it's just so effortlessly chic. You know, that's what I feel with a lot of, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I like 5 and I love 3. So I really enjoy it.
Okay.
Very cool.
Excellent.
So Mike, it's on you.
Okay, so this particular fragrance, I was not expecting it to smell the way that it smelled from the packaging. This is from Tabahani Fragrances. She is a faith-based fragrance creator, and she makes hers and she titles them after like different things that you will hear in the faith-based realm. This one is titled Midnight Praise. Okay. By Tabahani Fragrances. And when I was looking at a lot of her presentation, it was purple, a lot of stones and sort of crystal, and everything seemed like it was more so marketed towards women. Not that it was exclusive, but just this is who I'm going to market towards. And I got it, opened this bad boy up, smelled it, and I was just like, yeah, this stuff is really good. The notes for this is jasmine, Tahitian vanilla, cinnamon, sandalwood, and pear. Oh. It is very much so not what I was expecting. I was expecting this to smell like an old lady at church. Oh. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, you know, like them ladies, they got them really big hats with all that stuff going. I was expecting to smell like one of them ladies.
Hey, why are you playing me tonight?
You don't wear those hats, do you?
I love hats.
Oh my God,
you wear like the big ones, the ones that block views?
Yeah. Right. Yes. And they always got a church man. They always got a church man.
Okay.
I think I have one that the hair is like the afro is really big.
Oh wow! Go, but you know what? Go ahead with your bad self.
Ain't nothing
wrong. As long as you ain't wearing white diamonds, as long as you don't have on sprayed on white diamonds.
Hey, that's my mom. One of my mother's favorite.
That's Massage's favorite. Yes.
You cannot wear that. It's just gonna age you so quickly.
Well, then my mother is aged. My mother is mature, but she doesn't look like it at all. She has a very youthful spirit, and you know you never guess that my mother will be 71 next month.
And she probably looked like she in her 30s or something.
Like 40-ish, pushing 40, maybe.
Black is that color that do not crack.
Yeah.
The only reason people kind of know her age is because my brother is 50. So that's the only reason. Like, you have to know that at one point you had to be a certain age to have a 50-year-old. So that's the only reason. Other than that,
listen, my grandmother wore white diamonds, and she sprayed it on like it was a contest. Like, who could get the most sprays on in one day.
My grandma wore it too.
But this right here caught me off guard. It's very from the note layout, you wouldn't think it, but it's very exotic. Like this smells like an island. It
smells like it.
It smells like an island in the like dead in the evening, like 6 o'clock in the evening. The heat is at its highest. This smells like that. It's very comforting. Oh, this stuff is so good. It caught me off guard. I think that's why I like it so much, because it wasn't what I was expecting.
Okay.
You ever go somewhere and blind buy a fragrance and you don't know what to expect, and when you smell it, it's great. So it just seems like it's that much more better. Yeah. It's kind of like that. And the packaging on this was superb. They came in like this purple box with these purple rose petals and purple lace and all that. It was very woman marketed. Mm-hmm. But I was over there and them purple flowers, just enjoying it. I love this fragrance. This is really good stuff. The link should be to their website, should be in the description for Tabahani fragrances. Check her out. She got a long list of products and perfumes and scents. All of them are faith-based, so you will notice it in the names and in the theme layout. And yeah, definitely go check her out. And that's one of my black-owned fragrances.
Okay. Was that a 50 ml or 30?
This is a 55 ml.
Oh, 55. Okay.
It's got a decent little dent in it, too.
Can you share the cost?
What was up? I told you I was in them flowers. Man, that came in them flowers over there like...
Mike, what's the cost for that one?
This is 75.
Oh, that's good.
That's
nice. Yeah.
It's really good. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a coconut oil based fragrance, so she doesn't use alcohol.
Okay.
It's coconut oil based, so you're going to get a little bit of coconut, and that's where that exotic vibe comes from too.
Yeah.
Along with that pear, the cinnamon, the sandalwood. Just stop playing around. Go with the Tabahani fragrances and purchase.
And what would you say about the longevity? I'm half expecting, because it has coconut oil in it.
The longevity on this one's especially with that cinnamon and that sandalwood. For me, it lasts on my skin. It does well.
Yeah,
I'm a dark brother, so scents tend to do a lot better on me than they would someone else. When I put this on,
metabolizer.
On me, when I put this on, especially if I spray it on my chest and all that fresh out the shower, I'm getting a solid 9.
Okay.
And it just leaves a really good skin scent with that cinnamon and that pear. Mm-hmm. The pear doesn't leave. It's just there.
Okay.
It's there pear. And it just stays. So it's really good. For me, I get a solid 9, but for you, it may be a little different.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a gentleman on one of the Facebook groups, the fragrance group, and I think it's mostly men in there, like the Fragrance Lord and stuff like that. Uh-huh. And he did a video, which I watched last week. So I switched up the way I am spraying. Normally, I spray, and I'm sensitive on my chest, so I wouldn't put anything there. And he was talking about why fragrances wasn't lasting. Mm-hmm. So, and I also spray behind my neck. So what he said is you spray the majority to the base of your neck. So if you have long hair, your hair is going to be, when you move and stuff like that. And then
tell him my secret.
Open and you spray in your shirt. Mm-hmm. I've been trying that method for the past week and a half, I want to say, because I watched the video like Monday or Tuesday. Guys, when you're in your office or you're working and stuff like that, you get in that whiff. I love it because we wash our hands a lot. Yeah. So when you put perfume here, if you're washing your hands properly, you don't wash off your perfume.
Yeah. You put it here instead. I put my fragrances here all the time. Mm-hmm. They last. That's why when other people say I'm having a hard time, I use baby oil gel and then I also spray my fragrances.
Okay.
Just right here and right here. And then usually I do here, neck, and then, like Rihanna did, the legs. So
does anybody do like the back of the knees?
I do.
Christy does.
I thought I was
during the summer.
Okay.
During the summer, because if I'm wearing, even if I'm wearing like linen pants and stuff like that, because the only time I'm actually sitting is when I'm driving from wherever I'm going. But the majority of the time I'm standing around and whatnot. And it does because of the pulse points back there, right? But for the most part, I try during the summer because my arms are bare. I do the arm here, and then now with that new technique, I'm definitely going to be spraying but not doing this because I used to do this too. No. I'm not doing that anymore.
That's a lot of people suggest do the cloud and walk into it. No, that's a waste of time.
That's waste.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work for me. And what I tend to do is I do in wherever you'd have a fold. I do pit of the elbow. I do pit of the throat. Be careful with that because those fragrances that tend to last long, you'll taste them and it's weird.
Yes.
So I do pit of the throat, across the back of the shoulders, so it can get in the locks and kind of billow in the breeze. But yeah, mostly upper body and in the pit of the elbows and across the shoulders. It works for me. I don't do much lower body spraying. One, because I got a lot of legs and it'll probably take forever to get up here to my nose. But no, I haven't done that. But Christy definitely suggested, I don't know if you guys know Christy, but Christy suggested for those fragrances that are really strong, aka I'm talking about
Angel.
What is the one with Laotian Oud that Doc sent to me? I can't remember what it is right now, but it's a damn it, Oud Luxuria by Novartis Parfums. It is really, really strong. Okay. I was decanting it and had my syringe and I had a little bit left because I had overpulled, and I plunged it in the sink. My bathroom smelled like Oud Luxuria. Yes, my bathroom smelled like Oud Luxuria for roughly a week. Kid you not. So it's a very strong fragrance. One of those. I'll probably have to do lower body because it projects. It projects and lasts. So,
listen, I got a huge box full of syringes in here. Somebody was like, "Boy, what you doing drugs?" I'm like, "Nah, but it is an addiction."
Definitely. All right, so what's your next one, Uncommon?
My next one. Okay, so I'm gonna take it. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm gonna take it right on over to Devin Bro from Genre Parfums. This one is called Expletive.
Oh,
okay.
I've tried to get something from Genre Parfums for the longest time, and I just keep missing the time. And I'm like, how do you get fragrances from there?
So, have you joined the Facebook group?
Yes, I'm in the Facebook group.
You got to watch out for when the listing goes live because ordering with Genre, he usually only does it like once a month. And he's an individual who actually, I think he works on the oil rig, so he's often not in town. So, when he comes in town, he's right to work and he'll open up ordering, and ordering will only be open for like 24 hours and you have to get in there and get it done because if you don't, you're gonna miss out. I've missed 3 times since I originally ordered. And I want to just shout out I cannot remember his name right now, damn it, but one of the most giving individuals I've ever met on Facebook sent me maybe 20 Genre samples, all like 5 mil, and Dugan. Cool. Brian Dugan is his name. He's in Facebook groups. If you guys have ever met him, he's one of the sweetest people.
Okay.
What's going on, Cedric C? I see you. I see Senator. How y'all doing? So yeah, Devin Bro is the perfumer, and the house is Genre Parfums.
Yeah. So what does the fragrance smell like?
We gonna see. Because again, I've been holding out. You know, I've been stockpiling. We're gonna check it out together. Because it's nothing like an experience amongst family, right?
Right.
Okay, now see, I understand why this is called expletive, because the moment you smell it, it's like, damn. So
I'm about to say the F word.
I'm getting a little bit of musk. I want to say like apple, a little bit of leather.
Okay. I love apple in the fragrance.
It smells really good. It smells really good. Yeah, and leather. The leather's like slightly in the background. Hey, Latanya, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Uncommon Sense fam and clan.
Yes.
But this is an amazing fragrance.
Really appreciate it.
This is an amazing fragrance, and we're gonna have to get a whole bottle of that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
and again, this one is a eau de parfum. Most of his concentrations will either be perfume serum or eau de parfum.
Okay.
Wow.
I would say another word that starts with an F and it's 4 letters, but I'm gonna keep it classy. But it's that good. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. No cap at all. Like, this is an amazing fragrance, and I think I would wear this probably. This is probably more suited for summer. Okay. It kind of puts me in the mind frame of oud lemon mint, but not oud lemon mint. You know what I'm saying?
Is it unisex?
Right.
Yeah, I believe this one is unisex, but I can see the fellas being more enamored with it than the ladies are. It's kind of like oud lemon mint. Most of the fellas will say, oud lemon mint is one of the best fragrances around, but the ladies will be like, it's cool. You know what I mean? The only lady that I know that capes for oud lemon mint like the fellas do is Dr. Rose. She's the only one that loves it like we do.
She loves oud though. She loves oud.
Yes. Yeah, and I think this one has a really understated oud. It's not one of the ones that's skanky, loud, etc. But I'm certain that the oud is in here to make it a fixative. And this smells like a fragrance that I won't be able to get off my skin, so I could wear this all day.
So you have someone who's gonna. Louis said he's gonna pick up.
Listen, if you're not in the Genre Parfums Facebook group, get in there. Yeah. And Devin Bro is a really cool guy.
Everybody is really nice, actually.
Yeah.
In that group. Just very nice.
How was it spelled? Genre, like genre?
Genre, Genre.
Yeah.
Parfums.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yep.
Parfums?
P-A...
Putting it in the chat so folks can go look.
I'll type it in.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Very nice.
So guys, when we come off, you'll see all the fragrances that the gentleman have mentioned and myself. You're going to see it listed down there for you to go take a look at, including the name of most of them, if we can remember, the name of the houses. So it'll be easy for you to find.
Indeed.
All right, so I'm up next.
Yes.
So I want to... So if anybody knows me and has been watching my channel, they know that I am into one particular house, probably more than most. So this house is going to be DreamHouse Curio. And this fragrance I actually found out about from another YouTuber who I don't know if a lot of you all are familiar with him, but he smells like Rome. He put me on to this fragrance, and this was the first fragrance I ever purchased, and it's called Othello.
Okay.
And this fragrance is so with this particular one, he made this based off of, and the perfumer is Vincent from DreamHouse Curio. He made this fragrance. He is in like the theater. That's what he does for a living. So he like makes productions, different things like that. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to do a play off of black and white. So he did black and white fragrances for this particular line. There's 3 fragrances within the line, within this particular line. So it's these Misgenic 3. And I have 2 of the 3. But this one has black amber, black thorn, black agar, black spruce, black pepper, black dahlia, and black cherry.
Okay.
Wow.
So if you've ever smelled anything from Vincent's line, Vincent is a gourmand lover. So every fragrance that you get has some gourmand quality. And this fragrance is absolutely gorgeous on your skin. So think something that is sugary, juicy, sweet, but you get this cherry note that's in it, which is that black cherry. So you smell that up top. So you're smelling amber and cherry mixed together.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
And then you have these beautiful floral facets in the fragrance, but you're still getting that cherry. It just develops, projects. This fragrance lasts me about a good 16 to 18 hours.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Easily. If I spray it and it hits my clothes, it's on my clothes for a couple of days.
Oh, wow.
With that note layout, it sounds like it
sounds delicious.
Yeah,
I love that thing.
This look what Tara said. She said it sounds incomplete because it needs some black walnut as well.
This fragrance, you get 60 ml, and I believe that. So right now, so he stopped doing perfumery and right when COVID hit, and then now he's starting back. Okay. So for the time being, there's the website called distractionsss.com. If you go there, you have to call the place because they don't have them listed. Okay. But he has 6 of his original fragrances. I don't remember. I believe Othello may be in there, but there are 6 other ones that are absolutely amazing, just like this one. I have about, I want to say 13 or 14 bottles from the house.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot, but I tell you that this is an absolutely amazing house.
So definitely check it out. What's his what's the repertoire? How many fragrances are in his house? Probably.
So I believe if you look on Fragrantica, I believe it shows 28, but he has more than that. Oh, he also has new fragrances that are coming out very, very soon. I believe they're coming out in either April or May, and then that Distractions store or the Distractions website that I was telling you about.
Yes.
If you call them, they have specific fragrances that he will only sell there. Okay. So you won't find them anywhere else. There's 3 of them specifically. I was given an opportunity to purchase those early. So I have those fragrances, and let me tell you, they're
delicious, huh?
They are. Gourmand lover's dream.
So we had some new people in the house. I think I saw Cheryl come in. We also have Gerda. Hi.
Hey, Gerda.
Gerda, what's going on?
Gerda.
And I think I saw, there we go. I knew I saw her pop in.
Mama West Boy.
Mama West.
Hi, Cheryl. I think we said hello to Spicy, right?
Yeah. Yep. We can say hey to Red Lantern Frank.
Red Lantern Frank.
What up, boy?
What's going on, sir?
Yes, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate
thank you for that sub. I appreciate that.
Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. So my next fragrance is going to be again from I think I picked I have 2 men. So let me put my spectacles on. So I have here, these just came in a couple of days ago, and I posted on Instagram when I got it because I was so happy, and also because OMG guys, look at what it came in. And now I want a dress or a shirt or something in this. Wow, I love this cloth. I was like, what can I make? Can't make it. No, it won't work.
You can make a mask with it.
Huh?
You can make a mask with it.
No.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. I want like a shirt or something in this print. I absolutely love this print.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So I played around with the scents last night, and that is from the house of Pink Mahogany. I call them PM fragrances, but it's actually Pink Mahogany. And I bought the sample discovery set. And so I was torn because I wanted to play with all of them. So I picked 2 and I put them together.
Okay.
And I like the way they smell together. Now, I like them individually, but I also like the way they smell together. I picked Fedora, and I picked also Tandem. And those are two in opposite, I think, scent stories. But when I put them on my skin and I layer them, I get that nice, like lemony type vibe from Tandem, almost like people would say it's like not detergent, but like like cleaning fluid.
Yeah.
Like the lemony.
Right. Yeah, like pine solish.
Yeah, like pine solly, but like a perfume.
Yeah.
So I was in the bathroom. I was talking to Mike last night. I was like, I don't know if I like these because it smells a certain way. But then when I got up, it was bothering me because I hear so much about these fragrances. So I said, let me try this again. And so what happened is I washed my hand off and I tried it again, and then I started mixing stuff. Okay. So I do like them individually on their own, both of them, but I actually like them blended together on my skin. So now I have like a nice, spicy, smoky, slightly, I don't know if y'all know how to make fudge, but
I can make it a little bit.
Yeah, when it's slightly burnt, it still tastes good because it's like, it's not burnt. It's just you overcook it a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what I got with these two. So Fedora, and the other one is called Tandem, and that's from the house of PM or Pink Mahogany is the brand. And she like literally again makes her own stuff. I saw her on Instagram. That's how I found her. I found her on Instagram, and I was watching her in her studio. She does sometimes she does videos and interviews and stuff like that. So I just watched a few of those, and I like those as well. So that's Pink Mahogany Tandem, as well as, let's see here, yes, it does. Yeah. For me, it feels that way. And it reminded me, right? Because sometimes when we buy a perfume, we tend to think that you bought that perfume and that's it. You shouldn't have to layer it for anything perfect to come out of it, anything to be uplifted. But let's be reminded that there are really big houses. One of my favorite is the House of Sauvage. Every single fragrance that they make, especially in the Whispers line, the one with the pretty flowers and all of that stuff, those are made for layering. You can wear them by themselves, but they're also great with layering.
I love layering.
Yes, layering fragrances. I've seen people talk in their videos. I've seen them on, I don't layer. I don't like to layer. A fragrance is not good if you have to layer. I'm sorry, but as many fragrances as we have, we gotta layer.
Yeah, definitely.
We gotta layer, so those two I like together. So I'm gonna play with the rest of them and see what scents I can create. But I really enjoy those two. So those Tandem and Fedora by Pink Mahogany Fragrances.
I was gonna say you should introduce who Nathan is for everybody that does not know. Oh, Nathan is, again, if he's not around,
he's watching Star Wars. He's in the zone.
Well, what we'll do is we'll gently talk about this very professional young man who has a great developed nose and will let you know what's what and what ain't it. Man, Nathan will let you know off top if it ain't working. He ain't gonna hold.
Yep, he's not gonna hold bars. He will tell you. Yep.
He don't care if you spend $300, but he'll be like, ugh.
Brittany says that she accidentally layers. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. Did you get the chance to create something unique?
Yep.
This one right here is a combination of Elysium and Baccarat Rouge 540.
Ooh.
And it is absolutely electric.
Elysium by Roja?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What's the name of that one? That's Essential Obsessions, yeah?
Yes, The Prince.
Okay.
Now, if you're trying to get that, you might have to hit him up and message him because I asked him for this personally, but he titled it The Prince. But The Prince is actually something entirely different. So he put the wrong title on here.
Got it.
So I might have to hit him up and tell him, hey, give us a name so we can know where to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yes, he just bought it.
I have Makai also.
And Makai.
That's the other one I have. I have Makai, Nectar Boise. The other one that I should have purchased was the Tuma. Was the Tuma Zoomer or something like that? It's a coffee-based fragrance. That one is great.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
You getting into that thing over there? I hear you.
Yeah.
We're gonna say goodnight to Tara. Tara, thank you for stopping by and hanging with us on tonight. And you rest up, and we will see you soon.
Yeah,
definitely.
So I think Mike, it's on you now.
It's on me. Okay. All right. So my next fragrance this is a recent pickup. I picked this up maybe like 3 or 4 days ago. I ended up reaching out to this young guy for some samples. He sent me some samples, and I immediately made a purchase for this. Is the Taliferro. This is called BED, Become Everyone's Desire.
Nice.
Yep. This right here, I sprayed some on mine. Yes. So this is. He got 3 notes listed. It's red currant, bergamot, and tea.
Okay.
What it reminds me of is the red currant, and it's a fragrance from Joe Malone.
Oh.
Red currant, and it's something else. But it reminds me of that because of the red currant that's in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Very musky, floral, and it's floral in a way where whenever there's an abundance of florals that it kind of becomes peppery. Mm-hmm. It's floral in that sense.
Okay.
It kind of has like a pink pepper sort of vibe as well. This is just a beautiful fragrance, and it's just a beautiful packaging. Very simple, very classic. Atomizer does really well. Stretches clear across the room almost for me. And I just like the simplistic logo that he has for it. Like I said, this is a recent pickup, very musky. I love tea. It kind of reminds me also of Silver Mountain Water.
Okay.
But take out the inkiness, take out the metallicness, add in pink pepper, and add in a nice and juicy red currant.
Okay.
That's what this is. Love it.
Very good. I have that one too.
Yeah.
Was that in your lineup for tonight?
I know, right?
I want to say he's based out of New Jersey. I want to say.
You're correct. Yep. I just had a live with him last week. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Bench time.
The video is live right now.
Yeah, I had a live. So
awesome.
Bench time with it.
You do know he has a 20% off right now for the whole weekend.
Did not know.
he has a 20% off this weekend. If you don't follow him, he's the Taliferro on Instagram, and that's where I saw it at. Yep. So 20% off the weekend.
Sweet. Yeah, it's some good stuff. I love this one right here. I've been wearing this one. I'll have a scent of the day, and I'll just kind of sneak this one in on one of my other arms and just wear it anyway.
Yep.
It's hard to tell people what your scent of the day is because I'll have one here. I have one I'm wearing, one I'm testing, and one I'm testing. So people like, you smell good. What you got on it? Like 3 different things. So it never really helps. It never really helps.
Courtney bought Cloud 9.
Cloud 9. Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
I want to try room. I got some samples here. The room 129. I wouldn't mind getting a full bottle of this. It kind of gives me, man, it's a tart cherry that's in there.
I just bought it. That. I just bought that one. I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
That's gonna be good.
I've been being good. I haven't been buying a whole lot of full bottles.
Right.
I've been sampling more than anything, but also too, I've had a lot of people just sending me stuff. So shout out to Mario Dones. He sent me stuff. Shout out to can't remember her name right now, but she sent me a great deal of the Novices Parfums that Big Beer Business does. Lumicier sent me a great deal of those. So
I want to try.
I've been getting an influx of samples, so I haven't been buying full bottles. The only thing. Also, too, I kind of slow down on full bottles because I've recently just had somebody's just like stealing my shit. So I just recently signed up for a UPS box. I'm going to start having my stuff sent there. So
yes.
Yeah, I had to learn the hard way. Yeah. No, you had a question, Pam.
The question, was about Anaxis Parfums. I don't have any of them.
Yeah, me either.
I don't either.
Yeah, so where do you find that? Is that a site or do we need to go to Instagram to find Anaxis? If you would put it down in the comment section, that would be great so I can test them out. I've been also trying really hard in my head not to buy a whole bunch of full bottles.
No, D'Angelo, we didn't talk about our scents of the day.
That's right. No, we didn't actually. So my scent of the day was by Givenchy, and it is the Ang ou Demande Le Secret. And I did it in a recent video, the one I posted yesterday. And so I used that fragrance today. And oddly enough, because of the lemony type vibe that fragrance gave me, well, not quite lemon, like a tart fruit, basically. I actually pulled out one of PM Fragrances, and I think it was the Fedora, and I blended it on my arm to see how if it went well, which it did. But for the most part, that's the bottle I used today. So I got about 5.5 hours wearing it the way spraying behind my neck. And I wore a uniform all day today. So what I do is I spray my arms so as I'm moving around, I can smell it. And I actually really like that fragrance. Nice spring light. So that's my scent of the day today.
Cool. What about you, Mike? What's your scent of the day?
What did I have on? Oh, Bleecker Street.
Okay.
I was wearing Bleecker Street because I was like, everybody was saying how good of a springtime fragrance that was. So I noticed that it had like blueberry, I think musk, and it's like some grassy sort of vibe to it. Okay. I was like, I'll try it out, and yeah, I like that. That's pretty nice.
Okay.
What about you, ChiScents?
So I wore Danse Sauvage.
Okay.
Chris Collins. Yeah. So I actually ended up, it finally came in the mail like a couple of days ago, but I already knew what it was about, smelled amazing. Of course, this is a Black-owned brand. This is absolutely amazing. So it says it has plum and all these other notes, but what I get is a lot of mint, and then there's like a sweetness to it. It smells amazing. So that's my scent.
Sweet. I like I said, I had two things on today. So
guys, just excuse me just for 1 minute.
Yeah. I had two things on today. I tried out. I was talking to Jay Copeland last week or so, and he had a video out about Okcha, and I learned at that point that Okcha is oil perfumery's like legitimate fragrance brand. Yes. So I had on one on each arm. I had Gezellig on one arm, which I think is Venetian Bergamot, and then Old Barrel on one arm, which is Beau de Jour. So they're most of them are inspired fragrances, not all of them because they have some originals. So I was trying each of those out. So that's what I wore today. But I also knew
original.
Yeah. What's that? Sorcery?
Sorcery.
That's an original? Okay. Yeah, so I knew I was having this live tonight, and I more than likely was going to have other fragrances on my arms. So I showered and got those off, and I'm a blank canvas right now. So, but I will tell you guys, just as an update, if you guys, Vetu de Vert, those 3 sprays I put on this little bitty strip here has my room full. So that's why in between you guys see me kind of sniffing my coffee beans to keep my palate cleansed. So we can go to the next fragrance.
Coffee nearby.
You got to have it nearby. But like Vetu de Vert, if you guys have not tried it and you're into like earthy / herbal and green fragrances, this will be right up your alley because it does what you need it to do and it performs well. So I'm gonna cape for that one. I'm gonna have that one in my collection. So
thank you, Taiji.
Yes.
Here's your fragrance. Isha, I'm wearing Galano. Okay.
Nice.
So I guess Courtney has on 3 fragrances as well. Courtney, that's how I roll.
So I think is it on me or is it on me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So like Mike said before, I'm gonna go with the Taliferro, but I'm going with Cloud 9. Yeah.
Those are some nice bottles.
Yes, they
are. The difference in between them is that he has like a little piece of paper and it says a different, there's a different icon for each one. So this one is sugar cookie, amber, and vanilla. But what I get is, have you ever smelled Carner Barcelona from,
Hello.
I can't remember. That. No, that's okay. I can't remember the name of the.
I'm trying to close it out. There we go.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So there's a fragrance, Carner Barcelona. It has this milky. there's this lactonic quality to it.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what the sugar cookie is. So maybe like the smell of that cookie, and then there's amber, and then the vanilla. Love this scent.
Okay.
Like I spray this thing on as much as possible. Like when I get out of the shower after working out at the end of the night, I spray this on, smell it in the morning. Like you get that beautiful, smooth vanilla smell. And what I like about his fragrances are that they actually last, they project, but they're airy. Okay. They're not like you won't choke a room.
They're not cloying at all.
No, not at all. Very, very nice. So
would you say that gourmands are like your favorite fragrance genre? Like, is that where you find the concentration of most of your fragrances?
So it's different, and no, I have such a diverse mix of fragrances that it would blow your mind. I have a lot of florals. I have a lot of spicy fragrances. I have a lot of fragrances that are also catered towards women, but at the same token, I try not to see gender in fragrance. I try to make sure that the fragrance smells good. It smells good.
And that's that.
Doesn't matter. If you like tuberose, you like tuberose. If you like gardenia, you like gardenia. That's it. Yeah. So, I have, and I also have a decent amount of jasmine-based fragrances, because for women, one of my favorite fragrances is Alien by Mugler.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that smell on a woman. So I've found fragrances that smell like that have a deeper, darker essence to it, but it's jasmine based. So,
Now, where do you buy Taliferro's fragrances again?
Taliferro.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You go on his website. Again, if I were you all, I would go and follow him on Instagram. And if you look at his Instagram story, he gives you the 20% code off. So his fragrances are $50. You're getting them for $40.
Okay.
With the 20% off, and then you just pay for the shipping. So you're getting these fragrances under $50 for 50 ml.
That's not
for
bad.
EDP.
That's not bad
That's
at all.
Great. Yeah.
And it sounds like they last. They project, they last. The projectivity is there. Longevity is there. The sillage is there. It sounds like these fragrances that you guys are talking about tonight are, number one, they're not crazy expensive. Not like $300-$400 bottles and stuff like that. Yeah. And number two, they're performing.
Yeah.
Right? The quality of the ingredients that the perfumers are using. And in case you guys don't know, we just happened to pick a whole bunch of black fragrances, black perfumers. Some of them we didn't know, and we're all learning, but it's really good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited.
Yeah, and I would say that too about genres. Genres quality to price ratio is insane.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 30 mil is roughly maybe $35. So, but again, he has a price list in the once you join the Facebook group, he sends out like a Google Doc. It's like a literal spreadsheet of what concentration, what fragrance, if they are inspired, what the inspiration is, what the price is, all of that specced out, and it gets released when it's time for when ordering opens. And again, the price to quality ratio is off the chart. Like I've not experienced a quality of fragrance at that level not costing at least $200.
Right.
So it's well worth it. It's well worth it. After I get through all of these samples, I'll have a list of must buys for sure. But like I've smelled two, and those two are pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So you messed up our orientation, Pam. Yeah. So it looks like you're on the bottom right. So you are up. Now you gotta switch. Up.
Boom. Is this? Wait, no. You gotta get above.
Wait. One more.
There
you go. There you go. So now it's on you, Pam.
Okay. So we are on number 3, right? Or 4? We're on number 4.
Y'all on number 4? I'm only on number 2.
No, number 3.
I'm only on number 2.
Don't be trying.
No, you said I thought you said your other one.
Well, my one coming up will be 3.
Yeah, mine's too.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys haven't done your number. Yeah, this is round number 3.
Got it. Okay.
So I am nursing this because the bottle is $165.99.
I know what it is.
Yes, this is Fiore by Maison de Darius.
Yes.
Hey.
Black Ninva, I think that's how you say his name. Either Ninwa or Ninva. This guy, if I had $1 million, okay, and that's saying a lot because y'all know I like my money. If I
but you also love bougie fragrance and bougie makeup.
So, Pam, you know what I'm going to say to you, right?
What?
You know I'm going to say I have it.
That's what you should change your channel name to. I have it.
I have it fragrances.
I have it fragrances.
Yep, I have it. I got a full bottle of it.
Oh
Change it to got that.
Got him.
Got it.
This guy, he is so talented.
He is.
For real. He is so talented. The fragrance, all of the first group, I don't know about the second group that you've got, Chai, but the first group has 50% fragrance oil.
Yep.
I popped on one of Amina, Experiencing Fragrances with Amina, her channel. If you have not subscribed to her, please go over to her channel and subscribe. She is excellent, okay? She's an excellent reviewer. Has a really weird nose, right? Because she picks stuff I never heard of.
Man, she be going to like underground cave for her.
The guy's Fiore, OMG. 50% fragrance oil in this fragrance. I pulled it up because I had to make sure that I was saying the notes correctly. But it's got honey in it, and you smell it. It's got lily in it, and you do smell it. It's got musk in there, and you do smell it. It's got oud, and you do smell it. The sandalwood, and you do smell it, and the ylang-ylang, you do smell it. The funny thing is you smell all of that, but you can't pick one out of the other. It's not polarizing. Like the scents aren't like 5 fingers flipping all over doing whatever they want to do. It's literally like a fist, in my opinion, and it's like a fist that when you spray it on, it's a punch of beautifulness on the skin. And it transports from different people. It smells different on different other people, but when you smell it, you know what you're smelling. You know you're smelling quality when you walk. I had this on, I want to say, at first I was like, it's a skin scent. I wore this to work, and I was at the office. Our stand-up starts at 8:30, okay? And the lady to come clean, just like a House of Sauvage fragrance I wore, the lady came in the office after 5, after I came from the gym. And she was talking about how I smelled good. I had this on, you see, I only have a little bitty left, like maybe 2 sprays. And she said that it smells really good. So I told her, I said, the best thing to do is to buy his sample set. Because once you tell people how much fragrance costs, it's kind of, they kind of...
$169, I think. Or $160.
$165.99?
Yeah, $165.99. Thank you. I forgot.
It's good and it's worth it. It really is. It's not my number 1. It's my number 2. Okay? The number 1 coming. Y'all know that. But this, guys, it's beautiful floral scent on the skin. That lily, all of it. It's just such a this is what well-blended fragrances is. When you go to the store, if you spend $100 and something and it don't smell similar to these fragrances we're talking about today, you need to just,
They got you.
Yeah.
They got you. Yeah. They got you with the packaging.
They got you, cuz.
They got you with even because some of those really expensive scents they turn. You know what I'm saying?
It's 50 ml.
Yes.
Louis
50
V.
ml. For $165.99. It lasts. It's beautiful. It does not change. It's well blended. And he is. I don't want to sound mean because I'm not trying to sound mean, but this man is nitpicky as all hell. Okay, he's not putting nothing out there unless it meets a certain standard. Yeah. If it smells good and I've had long conversations with him, right?
Yeah.
If it smells a certain way and you will be okay with it, he's not going to be okay with it because he doesn't want you to be okay with his fragrances. Maison de Darius wants to be blown away. Perhaps the packaging is not the best, but at the end of the day, if you have a pretty bottle,
I can't wear the packaging.
Yeah.
Right? But the fragrance is just, that's a problem. That's a problem. So if you can get your nose on these, I don't know if he's still doing these sample packs. I paid like $35 or $40 for a sample pack.
He is. I actually just talked to him today too.
You are, guys, I'm telling you. I don't care what anybody says. It's people say. I don't think I've heard anybody says his stuff smells like anything. To be honest with you,
no, it don't.
No,
the samples you sent me when I smelled it, they were completely just in their own little lane, and they are great, well blended. Done.
I believe they're extracts too.
Yes, they are extracts.
Yeah, they're extracts. Yeah.
Y'all heard what I said about Maya Engine walking through the airport with my Louis Vuitton, the real stuff, right? My Louis Vuitton luggage and stuff like that. And I'm taking it on the plane because they're going to steal it if I put it under the plane. Right?
Or tear up your straps like they did mine.
Y'all heard me talk about those, right? This right here, okay, now I got a better one. But this right here, you are not walking through the airport. The plane is parked outside waiting for you, your chauffeur, to drive up to you, okay? That's how bougie I feel when I wear this. Okay. And that's Fiore by Maison de Darius.
Yep, very nice.
For sure.
We got Kia just stopped in the building. Hey, Kia.
Hey, Kia.
Yummy 411.
What up, Kia?
We have somebody that asked, what's his website? I don't have it on hand right now.
Maison, which one? Maison de Darius?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
Maison de Darius. Yes.
I follow them on Facebook. Not Facebook. Instagram.
Yeah. Yep.
What does Maison mean? Because I hear a lot of people use that in perfumery.
House, basically, or made by.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's founded. Loosely translated from French, I think it's founded.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I believe you're right. Yeah.
Awesome.
I thought you had to be a Maison.
You guys are on your third fragrance, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on my third one. Yep.
Okay.
Who's on? It's on me.
I did. Because I did my. I did my third one, but I always have a couple that are.
We know. We gonna change you. You no longer ChiScents. You no longer Jerry. You got it.
Got that fragrance.
Got him.
Welcome to Got That Fragrances.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with 450 X Factor. I got the his and hers. I actually like hers better.
Okay.
I believe this is something that he just formulated because I don't see much information on it. Oh, it's beautiful, musky, sweet, airy. It's floral, but not in a kind of way. It's a very, very chill, sweet, floral, musky. And it's something that even though it's marketed for her, that I don't mind wearing. And that's something that I haven't always been able to do. Okay. I know there's some guys out there that can easily grab a woman's fragrance and they wear it and they have no problem. It was something that I struggled with. I smelled this one. I was just like, I have no problems putting this on at all. My wife, she loves it. It's very bright and dark at the same time. I smell like I get like a little bit of orange in this.
Okay.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and I picked that one up as well as the men's. The 450 X Factor, to my nose, it smells like an elevated Burberry.
Oh,
okay. Which one? The original Burberry?
Yeah, the one that came. Let's see.
In a kind of oblongish bottle.
It's like a brownish juice.
It was yellow juice. Yeah, brownish juice. Yeah.
It smells like an elevated version of that. Like if that one was doing what it's supposed to be doing, that's what it would smell like.
Okay.
I think they reformulated the original Burberry because I smelled it way back when, I was in love with it. When I recently acquired it maybe 3 or so years ago, it's become so herbal, I don't care for it.
It also has this old, what is it? It smells like an old box. Like they put like old box in the juice. It does not smell like you said when Ludacris rapped about it, leaving the mic smelling like Burberry cologne.
Yeah, it was lit then.
The old stuff, not
exactly.
New. So
and I actually like it because it's subtle at the same time. Every once in a while, I may want to put some on that ain't doing too much. But this to me smells like the unsubtle and more refined, well done version of that.
Okay.
I got it sprayed here because I ran out of room on my arm.
Tell us who is the perfumer and who is the house.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's from Sweet Fumes, and I ended up picking this one up. I picked this one up recently, and I had this is one of the ones that I didn't know that it was a black black owned. And I remember you mentioning it on your video, and I just completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
I just remember that you mentioned this, and I was like, oh yeah, he did mention. Let me go buy it. Bought it, and I ended up picking up the one for her as well. Okay. And I was just like, it's a black owned perfume, and I totally forgot about that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. His name is Govala. I call him Walla for short. Really cool guy. Just he got this fragrance thing. A-okay. So I haven't smelled the reformer one, but he and I chatted a bit ago, and he was like, "Yeah, the very things you mentioned in your video, your experience, I fixed them." I was like, "Hey," so it definitely sounds like it came up because, like I said, the thing I really liked about it is it was aquatic, but it was an aquatic that wasn't common. You know what I mean? So I actually liked that. It just, in my experience, it didn't project a whole lot, but it had longevity. Yeah. Which again, like I've gotten to that place where you don't have to be a projection monster, you don't have to be a longevity monster. Right. I need you to smell good and do what you're supposed to do. That's my only thing. Hey Marquita.
And the one that you had sent me, the sample you sent me, when I smelled it, I was just like, it smelled good, but it smelled like kind of just clean, soapy. It smelled kind of just meh. Yeah. And I was like, okay. Yeah. But this one, not at all. This is not the case at all. The notes for this is lemon, grapefruit, orange flower, cardamom, mint, tonka bean, pink pepper, cinnamon, ambroxan, cedarwood, amberwood, vanilla, and musk. And it is done beautifully. I love this fragrance. Sweet good. Fumes, 450 extractor. Yes. Him and her.
Solid.
So it's on you.
It's on me?
Uncommon, yes.
Yep. Okay. So I'm kind of sticking in the same vein, y'all. I'm not straying too far out of the zone, and we are going to go right back to Motif Olfactive. Okay. This one here is Oasis. So we'll check out Oasis. I heard Robert mention it earlier. I think that's what he was asking.
It's amazing.
Let's check it out. Some got on my finger. Let's see.
Yep, it's gonna be on there all night.
Now, off top, I'm getting like jasmine. I usually do not care for the indolic style jasmine, but.
So you mentioned that word that a lot of people throw out a lot in videos. Indolic.
Yes.
Can you share what that means?
Okay, so to me, indolics are going to be fragrances that have, in my experience, a little bit of pungency. I don't want to liken it to this because it's going to sound gross, but think about like that kind of thick cloying scent mothballs has. So it's going to be like that type of aura, but not the mothball scent. Okay. So it kind of has some hang to it. Like once it's out there, it's like, and it kind of hangs. So indolics are they are kind of close to animalics in a way, as far as I experience. They're natural scents. So indoles will be things that are naturally produced, kind of like pheromones. That's what I liken them to. So you know, a pheromone is it has a very concentrated signature scent. That's what indoles are.
Okay. So
indolic jasmine is one that's going to be a little bit more pungent and it's stronger than just your regular jasmine. Like if it's just jasmine, you know jasmine sits. But the indolic jasmine is amped up and it can be just a little
indolic jasmine perhaps sounds like what you would smell if you were to attend. I don't know if you guys attend in Indian weddings. They have a not natural, but they use flowers and stuff like that to make the necklace for the bride and the husband and stuff like that, and you can smell that floral in the air. You know, so I think
it's very realistic. It smells like what fresh cut flowers smell like if you get like down to the pistil, like and smell the flower itself. It's very. This one's floral and earthy. But something about it kind of reminds me of like a grooming product, like kind of a pomade. And that's probably what I'm equating with that thickness, that kind of hang it has to it. I like it though. Right at this particular moment on the
specialist. Yes.
Yeah, hey Savvy. On the opening, off top right now, I cannot tell you if it'll be a full bottle. Yes, cat pee is an indol. Like I think certain bodily fluids are indols as well, indolic. Okay. So They have that unmistakable scent. Like everybody knows mothballs when they smell mothballs. You cannot confuse it for anything else.
Right.
That's what the characteristic of indals will be. But right now, I'll say for at this particular moment, I don't know if this will be a full bottle for me. This is one I'm gonna have to really test and see.
You're gonna have to work with that one.
Yeah, I got to work with this one. I don't hate it though, and I'm trying to see when would be the best season to wear this. I don't quite know. I don't quite know.
You can wear it year round. I was gonna say it's all of his fragrances are just super strong. It's just the amount. You know, maybe 1 to 2 sprays as opposed to, you know, like the normal. We all do about 5.
Not me.
5 at the least. 5 at the least. Yeah, 5 at the least, and then, you know, when nobody looks, it's about 20.
Yeah, I want to say it's got some either beeswax or honey in here. I purposely didn't look up the notes. It does.
I believe it's beeswax.
Okay. Boom. I didn't look up the notes purposely because I wanted to give you guys a first impression because I hadn't smelled these, and I definitely don't want to speak about them as if I know a lot about them and I don't have the experience with them.
That's not a.
So we've got some new family in the house.
What up, family?
Sassy in the house.
Hey, Sassy.
Hey, Sassy. JJ. We've got Lindsay in the house. Hey,
what's up, Lindsay?
What's up, Lindsay?
We've got Nina. I think I saw Nina earlier though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nina was in here the whole time.
Got Red Lantern in the house.
That's Frank. What's up, Frank?
And of course, I saw Yummy earlier, and I think we've got everyone. Yes, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you coming by.
Always.
So
it's time to try number 4.
All right. So number 4, you mentioned the house already. I think I'm doing this because you keep mentioning the house and your favorite fragrances. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe I know what your favorite fragrance is from this house.
Me?
You, Pam.
Yes.
So this is from Maison de Darius, and this is Velour. So Velour is caramel, amber, and oud. And this stuff, like, I don't even have to smell it from the right part. You see how the sprayer is right here? I can smell it from here. This fragrance is so gorgeous on skin. So all of his fragrances have oud in it. The bottle, so you were talking about the bottle. So again, the bottle is just a black bottle, and then there's a sticker on it. Unfortunately, I believe one of mine had a little bit of leakage. I talked to him about that. And unfortunately, with stock bottles, you get those issues, especially if you're not tightening them or anything like that. And again, he's doing all of this by hand. So, but otherwise, this fragrance is very good. Very, it's not overly sweet. So just like Velour, you know, like Velour clothes, so it gives you the quality of feel. It has this like beautiful feel to it when I smell it. Almost you get like it's beautiful. It's sweet. It's perfect. It's not overly sweet. It lasts I think I got about a good 12 hours. So normally when you get that long on a fragrance, you stop counting.
Yeah. That one kind of reminds me of it doesn't smell exactly like it, but it reminds me of Franck Olivier's Amber Touch, or
I think it's just Amber.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of them. Yeah. It's not the same, but if I were to smell them side by side, I would think one is either an extrait of another one or another level of one, etc. So they put me in the mind frame of each other.
Yeah.
Can you bring up Nina? Thank you. No, the oud smell is not prominent on this one. There are other ones where the oud smell is more prominent. So this one definitely not. It's very smooth. Fiore is very smooth as well from what Pam was talking about. You get more of a floral and then honey is what you get from that one. There's one of them that's more
sharp,
more oud forward, and I believe that one is
Piacere.
Yeah,
no,
Piacere.
not Piacere. Piacere is
Honore.
Yeah, Honore. Yeah. Honore is a rose oud fragrance, and it's a very, very classy rose oud. Not like So I have a decent amount of rose ouds, and some of them can be too oudy, but his was actually done very well. So
I'm telling you, like I said, if I had $1 million and they said you have one person to invest in, of course I'm going to say myself, but but if they said you had to invest, like how you watch Shark Tank?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I envision this young man going up there, giving his samples to these guys, right? For them to, like start a pop-up shop per se, right? Yeah. And in each major city, for 12 months, you have a pop-up shop. Here on a military base, what you have is people have these little kiosks. When you go into the PX, the shopping area, people have kiosks selling jewelry or whatever the case is. If he had if he were able to travel to each military base and have a kiosk inside our PX, his stuff, you think it's sold out on the internet right now. Yes, it's that good. His stuff, I have not met one person. Honora is the only scent that's a little bit too much for me. Everything else I absolutely love. Everything else I absolutely love. I even thought about decanting the bottle and putting it in a prettier bottle and stuff. I don't want to waste none.
Yeah.
Because I can't get my finger in there to get, like how it went to Michelle's, you can scrape all the butter out the side of that butter jar. You can't do this with the bottle. So I was like, oh no, it's going to stay in this bottle.
And you believe when he first started, he was selling 30 mLs for $50?
Yes.
Missed that.
Yeah.
I missed it. I didn't know who he was. I would have bought them all.
I wish I knew him then, because I would have bought every single one of them.
Yep.
Definitely. And the other thing too is like you have like it's kind of like when we talk about when I first moved here, maybe a year or so, I said it would be nice if all like the churches, the pastors and stuff got together, to feed the homeless and all that kind of stuff in cities. In your mind you're thinking these things without people's egos, of course. You're thinking these things could happen. It would be nice if you had like just like you have lawyers, have a group of lawyers, right? Or a group of I don't know what you call them. I call them, lawyers, or but you have a group of them. Yeah, you have a group of them, and they take cases or whatever. It would be nice if they could come together, and where somebody is lacking in, they lift them up, or they put them in contact with somebody who can get them.
Yeah,
like
if you have supply chain issues, and I'm kind of killing it there. Yeah, like if you're having supply chain issues and I'm killing it there, I'll help you. Or if I'm having distribution issues, but you killing it there, you help me. Yeah. So yeah, like a collective or cooperative.
Yes,
that would be dope.
A cooperative. Yes. Yep. But speaking of that, look, Indecent said $50. Yes, Indecent. I wish I knew him then.
Yep.
I wish I knew him then. And to be honest with you, what he does is I listened to him. He was on Mr. Perfume Cologne 76's channel.
Cologne 76, yeah.
Yes, he was on his channel and he talks about what he uses the money for. So when you buy something from him, I mean, a lot of times we're not talking about what House of Siage or what Tom Ford or what anybody's doing. When you buy from him, he takes that money and it automatically goes into sourcing another bottle.
Yeah.
Yep. And the other thing that he does that a lot of people don't really know or don't pay attention to is that he has to wait till 5 people order something in order to create one, for those 5 people. So if I ordered something, it will take a lot longer because he's not just making perfume just to sit in the fridge. Yeah. You know? So it's just kind of that thought process to go into, and he does a lot of work with his community. So it's not like he's in his little, his lab creating and just staying there creating, and that's all he does. He works with the homeless, he works with kids, he does a lot of things outside of his regular job and making perfume. Yeah. So he's very invested in his community.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off that platform for a minute.
No, we that's kind of what we kind of bring. That's what we bring as creatives, especially for individuals who have not come into contact with these brands. When you have a platform and you are working in the creative realm, especially if it's something that's working for you, I know for me, that's something that I try to do. Like my last couple of lives have been centered around either indie perfumers, black-owned brands, black-owned creatives, LGBT creators, whomever, because those are the individuals in my experience who have not reached that acclaim. And if I have a listening ear and it's a good product, that's the qualifier. If it's a legitimately good product and I've had some type of success with it, I want to share that. So I think that's one of the things we are tasked. Well, I feel that's one of the things I'm tasked to do as a creative is to put other people in touch with other things that they've not heard about. And that's honestly how I started my channel with Uncommon Sense, because I wanted to talk about the things. I didn't want to talk about all the Aventuses. I don't want to talk about all of the Sauvages, even though I like those fragrances. I want to challenge myself to find something either as good or not as heard about, but has a good quality. So I'm with it.
Yes. Absolutely. And the funny thing about, I remember it wasn't you. I think it was a couple of other content creators. When I first got my bottle, the leakage issue, and so I was really disappointed because I was expecting something like Rouge à Dove or, that kind of packaging. And it took, my daughter wasn't even 18 yet. And my daughter, right? And I have never said this on an open platform like this, but my daughter, I was like, I wasn't really happy. I was really upset because I my expectations. But when you are talking about somebody that puts blood and sweat, anybody that creates, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's makeup, whether it's clothing, when someone is creating, they don't just wake up in the morning, yawn, and poof, there it is.
Yeah.
It's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes.
So when you are saying something negative about that person's company or whatever the case is, it's the respectful thing to do. If I were what Pam does is I reach out to that individual, and then they'll get my wrath in terms of this is what I thought and this and the other, but I'm not disrespecting them by cussing them out. I'm not going on blast on the internet and saying their stuff is crap unless it truly is and they were nasty about it or they lied or like that. And I've never done that because I figured that's a waste of my energy to do all of that. Okay? So I just leave that alone. But with this gentleman, and I am gunning hard for this line because I want to see him succeed. I want to see PM Fragrances succeed because I know she does her stuff on Etsy. That's where you purchase her fragrances from. But those are the two that are, when I see them, all I see is modest. I see them having a regular job. I see them coming home and then working their behinds to the bone, not sleeping. I can envision all of that.
Yes.
Put into that's just kind of my mindset. Same thing with, with design, like Uncommon, his clothes, it's just, that's my no, y'all know I love my house's yard and all that, right? I'm not playing with that, right? But this is on a different level. So what I was saying about my daughter, when she said, did you talk to him or whatever? I was like, no, I'm waiting for him to respond or whatever. Guess what? A big company would have blown me off. This man turned around, he responded, and we talked for almost the entire day, okay? Back and forth and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what? There are big guys like Mr. Cologne 76 out there doing the thing, interviewing folks. There are folks like Eva, what's her last name? She's a YouTuber, Eva Monroe. These are individuals. If we can get your stuff into those people's hands, but then again, we have folks like us, content creators. I'm not saying this is us, but who they want everything free.
For sure.
And that's just not the way. These guys can't afford that. They cannot afford that, right? So, especially the quality we're expecting. So I think with us pushing and talking, and as a collective, as content creators, whether we're huge, it doesn't matter your color. If you're talking about smaller guys that are trying to come up to bring stuff to the table, so they can get the backing. Maison, MFK wasn't what he is just like that.
No.
Right. So I'm saying, like a designer, Marc Jacobs worked for about 10 different houses before he became Marc Jacobs. He actually worked for Louis Vuitton before he branched his own line. So, it's just a mindset to get those guys. It'll take 10, 15 years, but they'll get there. But we have to support them.
Definitely.
We can't complain and not support. I'm just saying.
Right.
All right. Platform off.
We have a question. Well, I guess this is a solicitation. Vicky, I'm not sure to pronounce your name. Vicky. Okay. Hey, Vicky. You say you love this live, and your husband's birthday is next month, and you want to get him a nice luxury cologne.
Okay.
I think it'd be great if we could all throw out a suggestion for Vicky.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Go, Mike. What you got? What would you suggest?
Oh, let me think on it. Come back to me.
Okay.
What did you read from?
I don't want to say. I can't say mine because it's my next fragrance to talk about.
Okay. Well,
So
let's put a pin in it because that'll be your suggestion.
Yeah.
All right. What would you think, Pam?
I think Sweet Taboo by Chris Collins.
Okay.
It depends on what he likes. If he likes sweet tobacco fragrance, I think that's for him. If he doesn't like a lot of heavy fragrances, I would suggest Maya Angi's line. Tobacco is a good one. Tropical is a good one. Lefleur, if he likes florals, is a good one. But her fragrances are also clean. So, and then Fedora from the line, I talked about Fedora tonight from PM Fragrances. That's another nice one. Those are the fragrances because, to be quite honest with you, those fragrances are number one handmade. So I think so. And then I would always suggest, if he doesn't mind presentation and just the juice, I would recommend anything from the house of Maison de Darius.
Or Cafe too, from Savoir Faire.
That was gonna be my suggestion.
Yep.
It's a Savoir Faire. I just smelled, thanks to Mario Don's. I can't remember the name of it, but when I tell you, he and I were talking about it, and I was saying, not to exclude anybody, but there are certain fragrances I've smelled that smell like they were made for me, somebody that looked like me. And the Savoir Faire fragrance is one. You'd be like, that's one. Like to me, Yope is another one of those. That's made for me. So I would definitely say a Savoir Faire style fragrance. I've not seen what their presentation looks like for full bottles, but I like their presentation for smaller bottles. I would also suggest
check out my video.
Okay. Again, I gotta do some binging. I will tell you that because I go underground for a minute. And that's when if you guys haven't seen me around or haven't seen me on your video commenting, you know I'm in creative mode, and that's my mode to really either pump out content or design, etc. I got to go underground for a bit. Another one I would suggest, video coming out on Monday, Marimetta Moja.
Okay.
I actually like that bottle.
I like it too. He does. Let's say they do the 10 mils, and some of them are round. Hey, Pat. Some of them are round, but I love the square one. The square one is my favorite. I would suggest Marimetta Moja, one, because it is a fragrance that I don't think many people will be able to just pick out. They'll be like, you got on Moja. Right. It's one of those fragrances you have to get acquainted with it. Yes. And then from that point forward, you know it when you smell it. The presentation on it is kind of I'll say the stock bottles, square, long neck. But the juice inside of it is uncomparable. I think 100 ml is going for maybe $75. And again, it'll be a fragrance that he will be hard pressed to smell on anybody else. So if you want to get him something exclusive, check out Marimetta's Moja. And I think, if I'm recall correctly, Marimetta does most of their business on Etsy.
Okay. So we've got some new people in the house, guys. We've got Perfumes with Pat here.
Hey, Pat.
What's up, Pat?
Yes, we've got It's Crystal in here.
Hey, Crystal.
I am obligated to do this because we are talking about collective lifting each other up, right?
Of course.
So we've got a lot of YouTubers in here.
Yeah.
We've got
Harry's in here.
Is a YouTuber. It's Crystal is a professional. Crystal is a professional runway and print makeup artist.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Boss babe. Okay.
Yes.
Now you also had Vicky J on here. I don't see her comment. But Vicky J is also a high-end, and I mean high-end because I got to put money away to buy stuff that she tell me to buy. Vicky J is a high-end luxury makeup and luxury skincare influencer. Okay? She also does Instagram. Her daughter, Nala, is a model. So you'll see pictures of her daughter as well on Instagram. Please make sure you go over to their channel and show them some love. They are awesome individuals. And of course, we all know Perfumes with Pat. Mike talked about her earlier.
Sweet spirit.
Yes. We've also got the Legal Eagle in the house. I know it's
Legal Eagle.
Sensualize is in here. Barry.
That's right. I know I saw him earlier.
Yes.
Yep.
So guys, show the love, please. A lot of us are smaller YouTubers or content creators, because I think that's the term for us now. So we're small content creators, but we love taking care of each other. Okay, we have.
I want to pop up Barry on the screen so you guys can see his screen name.
And he's across the pond, mind you.
He is.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning or something over there. Yeah.
He has amazing content, and Barry is another individual who does a lot of reaching across. For a while, he had a segment, if I'm probably not keeping up with it the most, but he has a segment where he will highlight 4 newer content creators and give them a platform within his platform. Right. So I think that's one of the dopest things that I've actually seen, and that's what a lot of us do in content creation. So shout out to Barry for that. I saw somebody else too. I gotta find him again, but yeah.
Now the other thing is that some of them have Instagram, so even if you follow them on YouTube, please go over to their Instagram, please, and follow them on Instagram and check out their stories and stuff like that. The Mr. Cologne 76 is actually from Trinidad as well, and one of the things I start watching he has live shows, and what he does is he actually interviewed Zerjoff. One of the guys from Zerjoff, and tomorrow he is interviewing Maya Njai.
All right.
Okay. Nice. So please go over and show them some love. We also have Yummy411. She's also an Instagram and on YouTube, her content creator. I am Jay Holloway, also does luxury brand items and skincare. And although he talked bad about Angel Share, we have a lot of content creators and he's showing us love. So we need to push the love and show them love. There's space for everyone on this platform.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is the fragrance I didn't have correctly is Soul Cafe by Savoir Faire. Thanks, D'Angelo.
Well, since you mentioned that, it's my turn. Bam! Guys, this came in the mail, and when I purchased this fragrance, it was all that was left. Okay? You know when you go to the bargain basement sale or something like that, and all that's left? And let me tell you, it wasn't all that was left. It actually popped back on, and I got it. You know how you do the notification or whatever? And it popped up on my phone. I'm in a meeting. I gotta use the bathroom.
That's when you know you addicted.
I gotta use the bathroom, and I went out there and I placed my order. Look, all that they had, not the full bottles left.
That's when you know you addicted to fragrances. I gotta go to the bathroom right there.
This thing is so pretty.
Yeah,
and it's so pretty, but it's not like, oh my god, that's a really pretty. When you put it on, you have to spend time with it. You have to think about it, and it's a sexy fragrance. I have the card right here. I actually, we're pumping up everybody, right? But what I really like, look at his card, right? This is the card that comes with it, and then in the back he's got a young king right here, right, with the his motif, which is a crown, right? And when I see that, I don't know what he means by the crown, but I know what it means to me. It means step into what you're literally, what your destiny, right? And so he has gears, like he has clothes, sunglasses, and I'm learning, but it pumps me up, as you can see. I'm truly excited. So on the back here, on the card, you see 3 fragrances. So I only have one so far, which is Soul Cafe. It has tobacco in it. It has bergamot in it. It has blood orange, black pepper patchouli. And then he labels this here, which I like. He says private musk blend, which means that he uses several different musks to create a blend that is specific to his fragrance, so nobody can steal his stuff. So if they try to dupe it or inspired by, it's going to be it's hard to get inspiration from something you don't know what you smell it.
Exactly.
Okay. That's how well blended it is. So this is a 10 milliliter bottle, and you don't need a lot. 2 sprays, back in the neck, on the chest. So maybe 3 sprays, and you'll be good for a few hours. All right. When I did my video, which I've already filmed, I haven't uploaded it because I think I have to redo the video. I was talking smack. I'm being honest, right?
Prove me wrong.
I was like, yes, I don't know. I sprayed it on. And and so that, I went and I'm hanging out and whatnot, took a shower and everything. And, I was like, what's that smell?
Yeah.
But it was me. Right? So I have to redo the video because the video doesn't give justice because I did not give it. It was a very first impression, and the impression wasn't a good one in terms of longevity because I couldn't smell it. You know why I couldn't smell it? Because his special blend of musk or whatever, the same way Maison Francis Kurkdjian with the Baccarat Rouge. I tell y'all, I can't smell that thing, but everybody's complimenting me. This is a great fragrance. OMG! And when you spray it, let me see. I don't want to waste. When you spray it, when it sits on your skin, that oil, that perfume oil, beautiful, soft, sexy, doesn't have to project all over the place. It just smells, I don't know if they still say this anymore, but it just smells like you are a boss. You are comfortable in your own skin. You don't need anybody to tell you or give you approval. You know what you want when you want it, how you want it, and you are just here. And that's what I'm loving about pretty much almost everything I talked about tonight. But this Soul Cafe, child, it's good. As Sheree would say.
We had a few more people that popped in. Ma Toussaint is another content creator. Hey, Ma, thank you so very much for coming by and hanging with us. And also thank you for checking me out on my channel. Love ya. Appreciate ya. Let's see who else popped in real quick. I know it's your turn, Mike, and I am going to get right on out of your way. I think that's it.
All right, so Pam went with PM fragrance earlier, Pink Mahogany, and I'm doing the same. Lovely packaging. Yeah, lovely packaging. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick unboxing for you guys. Look at this print.
Ooh, wow.
That's nice print.
I'm envisioning clothes.
Lovely print. So the two fragrances I wanted to do just do two. Was the Pas Encore and the French Cuffs.
Okay.
Now the Pas Encore, that's really cotton candy, sweet, very high pitched, sugary fragrance. Yes. And then the French Cuffs is a very dense, smoky, woody. It was a what was the note that she had for it? Charcoal. So it was a very dense, heavy fragrance. So I combined those two and I layered those because to me they smelled perfect for that layering aspect. Love the packaging, love the presentation, all the attention to details. It was a handwritten letter that she had sent with mine as well. Card that came with it, a business card came with it as well. I like how everything smelled intentional. Everything didn't necessarily suit my fancy, but I love how everything smelled very intentional. You can tell when somebody just care a little bit more about what they're doing. Yeah. Yes. And it smells like that with these. When I combine those two, I get this very smoky, woody, dense, very bold, but not overpowering and just obnoxious. Yes. And I pair it in with that very sweet, that cotton candy, that charcoal, that cedar, and it just comes together quite nicely. And it's a fragrance that both of them alone I wouldn't wear, but together I would, and that's a plus for me. Yeah. Because sometimes we'll put fragrances to the side because it's just like, man. Yes. And that's why I love layering. So I'll get these, layer them up, and now I got a fragrance that I can proudly wear and share with somebody else and hopefully bring in some more sales for that particular person. And that's Pink Mahogany. The lady name is this Chevalier?
Yes.
Chevalier, very lovely lady, very friendly, and got a good and very intentional.
So she's actually in Texas. I want to say she's near Amina.
Okay.
Yeah, because when the winter storm we just had, that's why stuff was so long. A lot of folks so long to get to us and stuff. And so when they're apologizing, I was like, you don't need to apologize. It's not like you caused the storm, you know. But guys, she really, if you look on her Instagram page, please follow her on Instagram. She has pictures of her lab. I call them labs. Okay. And she posts like, you know, the table is sort of like a round. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's almost like me walking into my closet. And staying there for a few hours or 2 or 3 days. Yeah. It's exciting to watch them in their element. Yeah. Yes. Love her stuff.
Yep. So
Mike, it's on you again. No. You did your fourth one, right?
Yep.
So it's now you Uncommon.
All right. Again, I told you guys I'm keeping to a theme, you know. I'm going to switch on over to another one from genre, though. Okay. This one is called VooDoo.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, and this is one of the more acclaimed originals from his line. Just about everybody has talked about VooDoo, and again, I have my reservations again of probably not covering it because everybody covered it. But here we are. It's new to me, and I'm certain if it's new to me, you guys probably have not either heard of or smelled it. So let's get into it. Sure. VooDoo, what we get? Bergamot or lemon. Mm-hmm. It's really crisp and fresh. Like, I take that back. Bergamot, musk, and grapefruit.
Okay.
Bergamot, musk, and grapefruit.
I love grapefruit in a fragrance, Joe.
Any type of musk?
Yeah.
Why? If I had to guess, I would think this would be a white musk because it's much lighter. Mm-hmm. But when I tell you, this is going to be a full bottle for me. Mm. I like these types of fragrances that smell fresh, clean, sexy. Those are the things I'm drawn to. So if I had to think about a genre that I'm most attracted to, it'll be the more blue, aquatic, kind of citrusy types of fragrances. Those are the ones. Think of Elysium by Brosia. Mike put me on to that from Alt. Think of, let's see. If I think of Jardin Exclusif, those types of fragrances will be the ones that get me excited. But this one here, VooDoo, it's entrancing. I think this was a perfect name for this fragrance. I definitely want to come back to it and see what the dry down is like. But the opening alone, fresh, clean, sexy. It's a little woody. Mm-hmm. Again, nobody will tell you no with this on, so I'm gonna just tell you that. If you wear the VooDoo, you may get your way.
I like the fact that you said that you like the fresh, the clean, and some of the aquatics.
Yeah,
it's a lot of guys that's been like, "Oh, I'm tired of aquatics. I'm tired of it." And
I get it because that's usually what they saddle us with. They usually saddle us with the sports sense, and I totally understand that. Which it gets annoying, to be honest with you. But also too, it's kind of like that's how I am with vanillas, because vanilla's almost in every fragrance, and it's just like, bring me something new. It can have vanilla in it. I'm not upset about it, but bring me something new in the vanilla category.
I think that's what I like about Tiziano Terenzi's stuff, and I've said this in several videos. They'd say, "Oh, this sounds like Creed, Aventus, or this smells like this." I'm like, "Yeah, but it smells better."
That's my experience with Tiziano Terenzi. That quality, I've not seen that type of quality in many other fragrances. The quality is on point.
Yes, we've got Eve Spider Smells.
Hey, Eve. She's another content creator.
Yeah,
dope channel.
Another content creator, guys. Please make sure you go over to her channel. Awesome content.
Awesome.
And subscribe to Eve.
Again, Mighty Strong, it's too late. I'm under the VooDoo spell. and Crystal, listen, I'm just being honest. Chances are, if I'm like not just fresh to get into it, chances are you guys probably haven't either. But you may surprise me. You know what I mean? You definitely may surprise me.
Between you, Amina, Chai, and of course Mike, for fragrances that are fragrance houses, number one, not the regular path, not the regular road. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, if I binge, I got schoolwork to do, dudes. And here I am watching y'all videos and stuff like that, trying to catch up. Because the step, I'm telling you guys, if you want something different than the Tom Ford, which I'm down a slippery slope with Tom Ford right now.
I love Tom Ford.
Huh? Yeah. I do.
I love Tom Ford.
I love the House of Sauvage. I love Tom Ford. I love Tiziano Terenzi. But there are other perfumers out there. And I'm telling you, I am learning. We talked, Chai and I was talking last night about Dua. I'm about to go order me some Dua.
Listen, I have 6 already. I think that's the most I have, right behind Mancera at 11. But Dua is quickly duplicating in my collection.
I got that angelic elixir from them. That is gorgeous. Yeah.
What is it, a dupo?
The other thing that we've been doing is, if you notice, a lot of us are buying samples, so we're trying to be a little more thrifty.
Yeah,
that's
budget conscious.
Yeah,
not me. I'm reckless
with our spending. A little bit more.
Yeah. I was gonna say, not me. I'm reckless.
Mr. Goddard, look, Mr. Goddard put his debit card in the barrel and roll it and just go pow, pow.
Got it.
I've been getting lucky.
You guys, the other thing that you can do is, if you're not subscribed, not just subscribed here and learning about these new fragrances, is go over to Facebook. There are some groups on Facebook I just got wind of through Jennifer Latifa and of course through Anicia, through Yvonne. You know, I'm learning all of these because there is this community. I want to get emotional. But when I say hugs in my video, it's not some made up stuff just to say, oh, she cute. You know, it's the real deal.
Yep.
This community is the real deal. So there are people out there, they're real uppity, right? About their, you know, their notes or whatever the case is. That's like maybe the 1%ers.
Yeah.
99% of the folks is just they love perfumes because it reminds us of periods in our lives. It's just, we just love it, you know? Yeah. So, speaking of love.
It's supposed to be on me. You skipped me.
Not my turn.
Not your turn. But I have, so technically I'm on 5 now. So, it's my 5th fragrance. But I'm going to do you know how I always like to talk about another fragrance as well. So, this is my runner-up. But I want to talk about Navetu's Parfums Savoir Exclusive. And this is Big Beard Business's push from Navetu's Parfums. Okay. Of course, they're not black owned or anything like that, but they are a niche brand, niche indie. Can you hear me? You okay?
Yeah, it's a little bit of echo, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm noticing the echo too now. Not sure why I'm getting it though. But anyways. 1 second. Let me see. This has anything to do with it. Is that better?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So Savoir Exclusive it's a gorgeous fragrance that has. So I sprayed it on my hand while you all were talking, and I don't know if you saw me or not, but I closed my eyes, and I did see that. I was in a whole nother world. So you get it's sweet, smoky, and it's woody.
Okay.
I'm still getting an echo. Whatever.
Crystal says it's good to hear you twice.
So nice, gotta hear you twice.
Yep, definitely great. This is absolutely amazing. But this is my runner-up. My last fragrance is Sean Crenshaw's Ovation for men. This fragrance at $85 for 50 ml.
What?
It's cardamom, tobacco, vetiver, cashmere wood, and Calabrian bergamot. So I sprayed it on my hand, and all I'm getting is sexy. That's all I'm getting. So I closed my eyes again, rolled my eyes in the back of my head, and forgot that I was on the live. That's how good this fragrance smells. So this is like power suit.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
This is gorgeous. I think even on a woman, it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It has a sweetness, but it also is like woody. There's a little bit of tobacco in there. This thing is amazing. I love this. Actually, I think I did a video on this too. So if you haven't checked it out,
for men, is it very masculine leaning?
So again, I try not to see masculine and feminine in fragrances, but to answer the question, it's a little bit more masculine leaning because of the notes. But I tell you, if I smell this on a woman, I would say, wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing. What is that? Paris 1920?
I was answering a question in the chat.
Yeah, they were asking what Dua was that?
This is their variation of Balda Freak. Is it Balda Freak by Barreto?
Balda Freak by Barreto.
Okay. Yeah.
This stuff is so gorgeous, bro. Listen to me when I say this.
I'm going to hop in and tell you guys this too. While we're talking about Balda Freak, Genre Parfums has one called Afro Retro. I have not smelled it yet, but it is going to be in an upcoming live. We're going to do all of the genres. So we got a dupe of that too. But I've heard great things about Balda Freak. Tara told me she thinks it would be right up my alley. So I can only imagine what that looks like.
Alexandra has one too.
Good night, Marilyn.
Good night, Marilyn. Thank you for hanging with us.
See you later, Marilyn.
Dua and who else?
Genre has one called Afro Retro.
Alexandra does too.
Okay.
They got some really good refined stuff over at Alexandria.
Yeah. They do.
They have their original fragrances too, don't they? They do like inspired by as
well.
Yeah,
they got their own original brands. Yep.
They do. Yep, definitely. Okay, now Pam, you can talk about chores.
I was gonna say, I thought you were reading a message. You know, sometimes you can get caught in a glance, and it looked like I'm like, okay, he texting it, and then I thought you were frozen, and then I saw you slightly move side to side. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but it's gotta be good.
I sprayed it on my hand. I said I wasn't gonna spray any fragrances on me. I sprayed a little bit. I was like, oh my God. I almost ran out of my room and just like, I was like, oh my God, it smells so good. I can't tell y'all how good those fragrances, those two last fragrances smell. And even
thank you, Chantel.
Thank you.
Putting them together. Thank you very much, Chantel. Yeah, but all right. All right, go ahead, Pam.
Yeah, it's on you, Pam.
Notorieta by Maison de Darius.
I was messing that name up when I did that live recently. I was calling it Notorieta, Notorieta.
Same thing. She sent me a sample.
Like tearing it up. Do you hear me?
I was typing in Mike's live. I was typing in phonetics, and he was still messing it up.
He always do that. He always do that. You can spell it out completely.
Like that, though, Pam.
You can spell it out completely. Mike gonna be like, not a right.
Fragrance is beautiful. This has oud in it.
It's nice.
With the H, so it's oud, and it's got amber, caramel, oud, vanilla, and violet. This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. It is
so beautiful. I think that I think half the reason I was mad when my stuff was leaking because I was taking the cotton that comes in the thing and I was wiping it all on my hands.
I did the same thing.
I was like, oh no, it's $100. No, guys, this thing is so beautiful. Again, 50% fragrance oil is in here. Zach is a genius. You hear me? Yeah. A genius. I talk about Paolo Terenzi being a genius. Mm-hmm. This young man has a gift. It's beautiful, beautiful blend. Every time I open, all I got to do is this.
And it take you there.
Yeah. Yep. Caramel. Nice. Okay. That vanilla, so perfectly blended that you don't know if you're smelling the caramel or is it the vanilla. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's a little bit of the woody oud. You're not sure. Yep. And so if you are wearing, I will say that if you are wearing clothing that stains, stains easily, you don't want to spray this on your clothes. Yeah, so you want to spray this mixed with, this with bourbon vanilla by my girl Erica. That lotion, it elevates half of my fragrances. But this right here, guys, when I spray this on, normally, again, I just started spraying the back of my neck. But what I would do is put this in the crook of my arm and let the oil run down. Right? And then I would wait, and then I would put my clothes on, and my clothes would smell like this all day. The next day, that's how good this is. Now, if you are wearing dark clothes that won't get like cotton or not rayon or silk, it will stain it because of the texture, right? But if you're wearing some sort of cotton that has a little bit of stretch in it, that doesn't show sweat. Anything that doesn't show sweat, this is actually really good if you want to spray the clothes and you want to have it on all day wherever you go, everybody smell you. That's what you can do with this. But I take this with me when I'm going because the bottle is small. So I take it wherever I'm going. And when we were talking about the leakage, it's the neck right here.
Yeah.
Right? So problem. I can open this up and, like I said, decant it, but then I can't get my hand down in there to get all the rest of the goodness that's in this. So
just tighten it more. Just tighten it more. I did that. I just tightened it more. Yeah. And then I was able to stop it from leaking.
Oh my God. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is a gourmand. It smells gourmand. It smells like food, but not like funky food that you get tired of or sweet food. It doesn't smell like a pie that you kind of get a headache from because you're smelling it too much. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is my very favorite from his entire line.
Yep. That's what D'Angelo said, and I completely agree. Out of that line of Honore, Piacere, Notorieta, and who's the other one? Velour. Notorieta is my favorite out of those.
Love it. Love it. Mike's on you.
Yep.
I think Yvonne Curtis was asking you to hold that bottle of the Dua up again so she could see the label.
Mike, the Dua.
Okay, hold on. Give me.
He was going through a thing, Yvonne Curtis.
So
I don't know if Kirk Elliott has a sample.
This is Paris 1920. I love their graphics and on their bottles. It's so cool, so cool to me. But this is their variation of Barreto by the Freak, and God, it's a musky, fruity, floral. It's creamy. It's just beautiful, and I didn't know what to expect. I saw somebody review Bada Freak. It was My World of Fragrance on YouTube.
Oh, she is good. Yeah,
I like her, and she's just effortlessly gorgeous. And she reviewed that fragrance, and so I wanted to sample it, but I wanted to sample it in a way where I have a decent amount of it. So I'll go to clone houses to do a sample, so I can have a nice amount of it. And then if I love it, I would say if the real version smells anything like this or better, I'm in. So that's what will help me make my big purchase.
The longevity doesn't last on that particular Byredo. I don't have a problem with other ones. I have 4 Byredos myself, but Bada Freak does not last long. Africano, I think, is from Alexandria Fragrances, which I have. I would just have to look at it, but it lasts like 10 plus hours.
That's exactly what Tara says. She said, "Beware. It's not if your skin is one that eats fragrances up.
It's like a lost cherry,
basically."
You lose it in about 4 to 6 hours. So,
and that's never really been much of an issue for me. I know some people, it's a make or break kind of thing, or a deal breaker with them with longevity and things like that. But if I just love the fragrance, I could care less. As long as your price point ain't ridiculous.
That's what it is.
It's $250. But you can, of course, we all know you can get it on the gray market around like the 175-ish mark.
And see, I feel honestly at the 125-ish, let's be honest, at the 100 plus mark, if we having longevity issues, I have some pause with that. Now, it's different if it's 50 or 60 and it ain't lasting too long. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? But like at 250 for retail, I would be pissed. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's
the one we talked about, the Tom Ford in the white bottle. Soleil Blanc.
Yeah.
That doesn't last very long. The Lost and I love the smell. Lost Cherry doesn't last very long, and I love the smell. So I have those. But what I'm doing now is trying to figure out, and we were talking about layering, trying to figure out what's going to get it to last longer. Yes, Crystal, I need my fragrance to last a whole shift.
Exactly. You got all my money already. Put it into work.
Yep. And that's why I'm gunning so hard for these fragrances, like Maya Angelou and Pink Mahogany, and these folks that are like putting in the work. That's what I say, putting in the work to ensure that what you're paying for, we're getting. You know what I'm saying? So Kia just asked a question, Mike, about your fragrance that you had in your hand that you were showing up.
Oh, the
Paris 1920.
Yeah, the Paris 1920. What was the question?
She said she was asking which one was it. Kia is another Dua lover. Same thing as I don't know if he's still in here or not. Chill Mode. He actually Chill Mode is the connect. He's the pushing man from my Dua connection. Because he and I were chatting. He was like Dua and Alexandria. Excuse me. He sent me both of those. I bought those from him, and he was like, "I think you'd like these. Give them a check out." And so he introduced me to those, and I'm glad he did because they definitely have great quality. Great quality. So thank you, Pusher Man.
All right, so for my last one, let me know if you guys can see this screen.
Okay.
So this is Rose Gold Fragrances. This is their fragrance called First Kiss. They're still up and coming. His name is Rose Gold Poppy, I believe, on Instagram, and this one is like Nostalgia First Kiss. This has a classic fragrance in it as the base. So he uses Egyptian musk as the base for the fragrance. Egyptian musk is just a beautiful, I love Egyptian musk.
It's quintessential for
Chicago folks. Yeah.
I have 3 variations of. I have the four. I'm sorry. I have Egyptian musk, green Egyptian musk, red Egyptian musk, and then I have the Egyptian musk Supra, which basically looks like motor oil. When you turn it upside down, that little bead of air in it just rises super
slow. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I love Egyptian musk because it's one of those scents that you can put a lot of it on, and it's not gonna bother anybody. It's everybody's gonna love it. Every time I've put that fragrance on, it's one of the fragrances that I get the most reactions, compliments, all of that.
Oh wow!
This one he combined orange flower. It was I think it was an orange blossom and lang lang, and it was something else he combined with that Egyptian musk base, and it's just a smooth, slightly sweet, musky. There's a little bit of a medicinal value going on in here too. I can't put my finger on it, but it's very slight. It's not too much. It's not overpowering with the medicinal value that he has added to it.
Like an herb.
Is it
herby?
It could be. I just can't place my finger on it, but something in it just goes slightly medicinal. But it's very chill, very chill.
For me, with fragrances, Mike, is aniseed that it always makes it smell like medicine to me. That aniseed vibe.
I know. I get that kind of vibe from Naxos, and that's like my favorite fragrance.
What were the notes in it again, Mike?
Huh?
What were the notes in it again?
It was lang lang. Let me see. Pull it up. There's lang lang, sweet orange, and that's all he has listed.
Okay.
That's all he has listed.
To my nose, things that come up medicinal are Artemisia. Artemisia comes up medicinal on my skin.
Okay.
Who else? It depends. Sometimes caraway will too.
Oh, caraway seeds, yeah.
Sometimes. It really depends on how they blend it. What else? Who else is medicinal?
There is another herb that they use that it's when you're breastfeeding. It's for the milk. God darn it! That they put in like for tea and all
the lactation tea.
Huh? Like the lactation tea?
Okay.
Yes, there's an herb that they use. You could have seeds and stuff like that. That's another one that gives a nice. It's like it's medicinal, but because it has that vibe for the breast milk and stuff like that, it's very calming.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Fat Boy Fragrance in the house.
What's going on, man?
Fat Boy? Thank you for coming by, bro.
Oh, Sassy asks, what's the website again, Mike?
All right, let me pull it up. This is the website. It is rosegoldfragrances.com. Right at the top, rosegoldfragrances.com. And they have a few products. I think they got like 4 or 5 fragrances. First Love, First Kiss, Rose Gold Signature. And I believe they have another one for the fellas. Poppy Rose Gold Signature.
Okay.
Lindsay
said milk thistle. Is that it?
No. Fenugreek.
Fenugreek. Yes, fenugreek is very medicinal.
Yep.
My sister had me at one point.
It's a common. It gives you a common vibe.
Yeah.
You know, picture when you go to get a massage and your face is in the little table thingy with the hole, and they put that thing up under you with the what's it called, like a mister.
Yep.
Right?
Humidifier.
Yes.
Yep.
When they put that up under you, and while you're getting a massage and stuff like that, you know how you always fall asleep? That's the kind of vibe. Whenever I get a fragrance in it that has any type of element of fenugreek in it, whether it's the seed or the tea, because I've seen stuff with the fenugreek tea added in there because they're trying to be, shishi, you know. I noticed that those have like that when I sample stuff, it's like real like calming, Yeah. I like that. What I get with medicinal, I smell a lot is patchouli, and that's from Black Orchid. That's not one of my favorite Tom Fords, but once it calms down and stuff like that, it's calming. But initially, it's screechy to me.
Yeah. We already talked about. You said Black Orchid.
Yeah.
Tough.
Tough fragrance. Tough fragrance. That's in my declutter video.
Yeah, I got a variation.
Thanks, Latanya. I'm first and foremost just very thankful to be with a collective of individuals that are passionate about fragrance and passionate about being creatives and know they stuff. So I'm very thankful to even be here. Thank you for joining us and actually taking a little bit something away from what we give. And That's what I love. That's what I live for. And Louis V said it may be the cucumber melon. That's medicinal or geranium. Geranium too is another one. And certain violets, when they mix certain the way they mix violet leaf, sometimes it comes up just a little. When I say astringent, like that's what I'm referring to. That really clean, kind of almost detergenty type of thing.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're past our 2-hour mark, and did everybody get to do their fourth,
nope.
Fifth fragrance?
Fifth? I'm on my fifth. This will be my last one.
Okay.
I'm all done.
Yep, you all done, Mike? You all done too, ChiScents7?
Yeah, I was done.
Yep.
You done, Pam? I'm the last one? Okay. I'm going to make it quick. This one, again, we not straying too far away from what I said we was going to do. We back with Motif Olfactif and Oswald Paré, and this is Voix d'Encens.
Okay. Voix d'Encens. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fancy schmancy. Let's get a little spritz and see what it do. This one kind of reminds me of like a chai tea.
Yep.
That's what I get. It's something spicy / peppery in here, which I actually like. I'm gonna off top say this would be for fall / winter. Voix d'Encens is, I get the smoky vibe.
Okay.
And if I had to liken it into things I'm sure people probably have smelled, I would say it's in the same lane as Timbuktu by Lotus and Parfum. Not the same, but they are same idea. This one too has something really deep and woody and resonance about it, along with the incense. And I want to say that's either cinnamon or something like that. It smells really good though. Okay. This is like a comfort fragrance. I would cool weather, nice cow neck sweater, Voix d'Encens. Yeah, I'm here for this. I will full bottle this. Right here. Yes, because I like the woodiness that's in there.
Jacket. Patch elbow jacket.
You know that nice, big, luxurious, comfortable scarf.
Yes.
Yeah. It's that type of party.
Yes.
I dig this one. And again, this is Voix d'Encens. It's an eau de parfum concentration. And it is Motif Olfactif. The perfume is Oswald Paré.
So we've got Lindsay's asking a question about recommendation. Did you guys see that?
Nope. I missed it.
On 1 second.
Oh, I see it.
Here we go. You see it?
Ooh. Off to law school.
So to get him a nice fragrance. He's 22 years old. Can I get a recommendation?
Leighton.
Yep. I would Parfum de Marly's Leighton. Mike's. I would say two of my go-to scents that I think of when I think of like professional settings / office settings. I would say, if you can find it still, the original Prada Luna Rossa, and I don't recommend them often. Or Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver, the Eau de Toilette, but it is discontinued, so you may have a hard time finding it. Those two, to me, are very seamless when it comes to working in professional settings. They have very clean, typical, but not typical scents. They're fresh, clean, and very professional and crisp. Right. So I would say those.
Yeah, I'm holding it up for you.
This is the eye roller, y'all. This is the one that puts you in. This one that entrances Jerry.
This one right here. This is the quintessential office scent. Like if you are wearing a suit, if you want to command the room, this is the fragrance that you want to wear.
Got it.
Definitely.
Which one is that?
Yeah, we can't see it because whatever the reflection is, it's running off.
Casino Royale's Fortune. So this is their variation of Baccarat Rouge 540 and Xerjoff Naxos.
Oh.
Depending on what setting he's going to, I will recommend this one as well. $60 for the 30 ml, but this is imperative to have.
Yeah. What about you, Pam? What would you suggest?
I would suggest Renaissance Man by Chris Collins.
Okay.
That one is very classy. It is extremely smooth. Yeah, it's sexy. But
this one is too.
Hold on. Now,
This one is too.
it's sexy, but it's not sexy as in I'm going to the club, 1 million type of nothing like that. It is just classy. When you walk into a room, nobody knows what you are wearing. That's the one that when I had my husband smell. He was rushing out the door this past weekend to get on his flight. And I'm like, I need you to try these fragrances for me because I need to know which to buy. He's like, I don't want no fragrances. I told you I don't want any more fragrances. You know, I've got 9. I don't need any more. And
that's impossible. You cannot be in relationship with a frag head saying you have 9 fragrances. It's impossible.
Right.
So he took 3 samples with him. And one of them, the very first one that he immediately went to was that one because he's in court. And he wants to smell great, but he doesn't want to smell like, any type of picture. He just likes different scent smells. Yeah. But then he says, well, I'm a regular schmegular guy. It's just different. That one is really, really Renaissance man. It's very, very, very classy. Yeah. And it doesn't have an age. Like fragrance to me doesn't have an age for the most part. I hear people talk about, it smells like an old person, this and the other. No, that one is I think that's one of the best offerings in his entire lineup.
Sweet.
Oh, Mont Blanc. Okay. Yes.
We have one question from Bilal Lucas. Hey, Bilal. What's a real good amber-based fragrance?
Mike, he says, what's the one is that?
This is by Frank Olivier. It's titled Amber.
Okay.
This is...
I don't think I got it in here.
Whew, man, this is a sweet, smoky, I don't know if you can hear me, sweet, smoky, resinous amber, slightly peppery, got some vanilla in there if I'm not mistaken. This is, you don't need a lot. Very, very strong, but very smooth if you do it the right way. Fresh out the shower, 1, 2, 3, and that's probably almost too much. Very, very good fragrance by Frank Olivier. I love the house. I love what they create. They make some good stuff, and they really don't miss that much.
Right. What about
it's a good price point.
Yes, it is. Like under $40.
Yep.
What about you, Dre?
I would say I don't see it off top right now. But I would say Velvet Amber Oud by Rihanna. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's a fragrance that I believe is their take. Rihanna fragrances, not Rihanna the singer. It's their take on what BR540 is. But this one's like classic barbershop. It kind of smells like the Pomade Club, man, that when you go to the barbershop, they dump it on the horsetail dust and dust you off with. It's just like that final touch that has you clean, fresh, and sexy. So I would say Velvet Amber Oud by Rihanna Fragrances, and they are a UAE company.
Okay. What about you, Chai?
Either Ombre Extreme.
Ooh.
By whom?
Which is by Aaron Terrence Hughes. It is very, very nice and ambery and musky. Has this longevity that's ridiculous. I would probably say that one. I'm trying to sift through all of my fragrances in my head. I had one specifically, but that one just keeps jumping into my mind. So, yeah.
I would say Amber Fever by Mancera too. I love
that a good one. That's a good one. My favorite amber in my collection is Ambre Eccentrico by Giorgio Armani Privé. That is, if you like sweeter scents, that's the one that I would select. Across the board, if I want something amber right off the bat, there's 2 of them. There is Maison Francis Kirkjohn's
Grand Soir,
which is very, very, it's sweet, but men or women wearing it, they get complimented. I know I get compliments every single time I wear it. It's the one perfume I know if I want a compliment, I put that on.
It's such a smooth scent.
Yes, very, very smooth. And both men and women, you could tell the genetics of the fragrances there. But because of our body composition, everybody's individually different. It just smells, to me, everybody has their own signature, their own DNA with it. But Ambre Eccentrico, I remember smelling that in Neiman Marcus. I sniffed my way all the way back to Killeen from Austin, driving from Killeen back here to Oklahoma. That's almost a 5-hour drive. And I couldn't wait to open that bag to sniff at it again. You know, the little itty bitty sample that they give you. I really, really enjoy that fragrance a lot. I think that's one of the best offerings from the Privé line from Giorgio Armani.
Yep. Sweet.
Very cool.
So, guys, we are right at 9:29. Is there anything you guys want to say to the audience before we head on out?
Thank you so much for checking us out. Thank you for, you know, all the comments, all of, you know, the fact that you all are just on our YouTube channels, and the fact that you all that are out there that do YouTube channels. Like, we love your content as well. You know, I definitely watch everybody. I saw Making a Stink is in here. Kristen Camille. Yeah, the awesome content from everybody. I have some channels that I have to go and find as well. Yes. So I'm definitely subscribing like crazy. So
yeah. I'm going to echo that sentiment. I definitely want to thank each and every one of you guys, content creators alike, everybody that popped into the chat tonight, everybody that showed up that didn't even comment. I'm going to thank you guys, because without you, we literally probably just be sitting here having this conversation. But I want to thank everybody who has been engaged, who has either liked a video, popped by, showed up in the live, left a comment. We technically cannot do this without you guys, so I want to thank you all for being the people that you are and encouraging us to continue to do what we do. Louis V. All right.
And the same here, man. Listen, I just be appreciating all of y'all. I am very low level when it comes to the fragrance community, so me being here with you guys makes me.
Dude, you got 1,000 subscribers. What you talking about?
You ain't no low level. You ain't no low level.
1K though. Let's go. But listen, I appreciate the knowledge that you guys have. You guys are way more well versed, so I get to learn and kind of get a cheat sheet by rubbing elbows with you guys. ChiScents is definitely nice to meet you, brother. Pam is always good talking with you and speaking with you. Uncommon, bro, you already know. Family, and I appreciate everybody who came over and just spoke on my channel, subscribe.
For sure.
And I'm going to catch you guys soon, man.
Yeah.
So, guys, we are really appreciative. Like the gentlemen have said, we are the lady and the gents. That's what I'm coining us to be. Right? And we really had a lot of fun. I want to say I reached out to these guys, and without hesitation.
Yep.
There's I was just so grateful. You know, my heart is full because I was thinking about this, and I have to say that Tosh is the one. She's one of my subscribers, and when I say that, I've got Mighty Strong, I've got Marilyn Capehart, Perfumes with Pat, Tosh, Unboxing with Teresa, and S. I mean, guys, Jen's love nail polish. I love Jen. You know, as a matter of fact, she sent me 3 samples, and I got 3 bottles to buy today. But Joanne, Chris, I mean, everyone, I can't call you out right now, but I am so sassy diva. Guys, thank you so much for supporting us.
Yes.
We are indebted and are grateful for your support, and we really appreciate you showing us love. Crystal, thank you so much, guys. Big YouTubers came over here today. Big you know, I'm so full. Thank you so very much, and we will let you go have the rest of your Friday evening. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.
Wait. Before we do that, we want to shout out Pat. We want to definitely shout out Pam. I'm sorry. We want to shout out Pam. We want to shout you out for bringing us together as a collective, because this is something that we probably, somebody said earlier, you got the men up here. We slow. We can be a little slow to do things together collectively, but you brought us all together very seamlessly, and I'm thankful for that, because I got a chance to interact with ChiScents on a different level. And again, once the COVID lifts a little bit, look, I'm no stranger to popping up on people. Ask Lulu. Ask Mario. I just got back from Atlanta because I was down there with my brother. He lives down there, and so I hit him up. Was like, I'm gonna be in town, yada yada. Me and him shot something. Be on the lookout for that. If you guys have not checked out Mario Domes, check his channel out. But again, it's meeting one person who then connects you to other people, who then connects you to another set of people. That's what I really love about the fragrance community. And Pam, I'm very thankful for you pulling us together, and I'm humbled that you thought of to include me in this collective. So shout out to you first and foremost for being the connect.
Yep.
I will say that because of Dr. Rose, she's not here. She's actually trying to make sure she gets out of Haiti safe. Okay, because there's a lot going on down there right now. So because of Dr. Rose is how I met Uncommon. It's how I met, of course, Mike, and because of Lulu, I met Shy. And so I really appreciate, again, these guys weren't able to come on here tonight, but they would if they could. So I really appreciate and love this community. We all do. And we love you guys so very much for hanging out with us. All right. So we'll see you on the next one. Look out for our videos. Please watch our videos, and comment. And we love you and we appreciate you. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.
Till next time. Let's keep this addiction going. Till next time.